ask you to be citizens.
I ask you to be citizens.
Citizens, not spectators.
Citizens, not spectators.
Citizens, not subjects.
Citizens, not subjects.
Responsible citizens building communities of service and a nation of character.
Responsible citizens building your communities and our nation.
Though our challenges are fearsome, so are our strengths.
Though our challenges are fearsome, so are our strengths.
Americans have ever been a restless, questing, hopeful people.
Ghanaians have ever been a restless, questing, hopeful people.
And we must bring to our task today the vision and will of those who came before us.
And we must bring to our task today the vision and will of those who came before us.
Sikana Sikano ashe.
Inti sikana ni ese tishwe.
Ende ni namka ase tisikazo.
So camp.
Bajo mu dem mutim zam kwese. So do ni namka ya de ya.
For man can discussion and
ba mu de namka ya ndini ba ho ka na zo bizana.
Inti sikana ni ese tishwe.
Ende ni namka ase tisikazo.
So camp.
Bajo mu dem mutim zam kwese. So do ni namka ya de ya.
For man can discussion and
ba mu de namka ya ndini ba ho ka na zo.
Inti sikana ni ese tishwe.
Ende ni namka ase tisikazo.
So camp.
Bajo mu dem mutim zam kwese. So do ni namka ya de ya.
For man can discussion and
ba mu de namka ya ndini ba ho ka na zo bizana.
Adwuma ya ba be ya no Oyakopo bie kwa ma ya esise ya de ba no e be ma adwuma ebo wo Ghana amo aka obia da fananga na ewira eki made se dia me de ba no na se adwuma asam na ye ka New Patriotic Party programs are ye diegu ho no ebedu baabi no ye be kran gofo afiama no ne no ma be ye adwuma ho Ghana amani amafamu no miaminim dodo na madwuma na gu miaminim dodo na madwuma no ayedan agu sese obi a wa wadwuma no anse wuye enya wo photo ye ni ese eye business for aba na aba ense sei mo a sabio munwuma no ansiye no ye ni so ade enwu a ka ya no enhihye a ade adwuma no baba no sei ya nyinyi nyina afei na mo ba behu ye adwuma ebebu wa Ghana.
The economy is going to grow and grow and grow, and we will have jobs and jobs and jobs. This is the economy of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and the NPP. The economy is going to grow and grow and grow, and we will have jobs and jobs and jobs. The economy is going to grow and grow and grow, and we will have jobs and jobs and jobs. The economy is going to grow and grow and grow, and we will have jobs and jobs and jobs. The economy is going to grow and grow and grow, and we will have jobs and jobs and jobs. The economy is going to grow and grow and grow, and we will have jobs and jobs and jobs. The economy is going to grow and grow and grow, and we will have jobs and jobs and jobs.
Mr. Nana da ka taba wumi ya NPP su muka zaba. Shi rado. Mr. Nana
Nadia Bayirinde.
This Candyman and Akufado. Ayo, I don't Akufado Beja, this Candyman, maybe just can be. What does it? Acquire Namsway, acquire Namsway, and I'm Namudada. What a master idea. You'll be the Bill in Yamasua, what do you mean to Onyamano? There be a baby, that's one. But I just say, I was a tough one for some of the kind of say, a Santaman can't Ghana for Woody on. We are sure sending to my side and today. You go for the Bible there. Magazine garages, I say, I didn't require. The way what you sell on your demand, because I have some, so to my baby. What does it? Who quiet? No. I go for a look and one who do another kind of work. Chambers about to Baba. What do you do? Him, Massa, Tamana, you have 2 mama free at the Arsenal. Not dollar, I say. Not dollar, I say. Massa, not dollar 38. And not dollar, I say. You just say dollar, I say. Dollar, I say. President, you have to be Quaso. You're doing in Yama. Says Rando, here Rando, now you need 230 million. Says 400 million. Aday, whatever they are Kufaro. Whatever they are Kufaro.
Chairman Sabozu, 1 year MPB and Penny Beer. Or Baba campaign there or Kachi. Or what parliament is the bluffo, and I can do a client. Yes, I can't do too long. Oh, may I have my or you are the one and Mono to two. The Payadias are.
Whatever they are Kufaro.
Chairman Sabozu, 1 year MPB and Penny Beer. Or Baba campaign there or Kachi. Or what parliament is the bluffo, and I can do a client. Yes, I can't do too long. Oh, may I have my or you are the one and Mono to two. The Payadias are. Okay. Nadia Bayirinde.
Jojo Hano, Motua Mamia, Namotua Manila and Vanderpool. But she Market a year cry. She Market a year cry. She Market a year cry. She Market a year cry.
MPP. If you answer the MPP for need capital. MPP now come. Read my lips. MPP. If you answer, omu need capital. Jimmy pa. Jimmy Jimmyana. Book. MPP for book. They will stay in opposition forever. Nkwasia for pa. My Jimmy MPP for Jimmy. Me who be dead. Stupid people. I don't know why I belong to that political party.
Inti Sakana ni set to away.
I'm going to say it is
so camp.
But I'm going to some question. I do not care there.
For one country, discussion and Inti Sakana ni set to away.
I'm going to say it is
so camp.
But I'm going to some question. I do not care there.
For one country, discussion and
We are the Chimsakawa boys, we just came here to steal you.
First BBS,
second Galamsey, third Ekapa, and many more. La 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 la. We are the great Chimsakawa boys.
Fellow Ghanaians, I make these solemn pledges to you, the people of Ghana, to all those who have been dismayed by the level of corruption under this NDC government. I ask for your vote. I am committed to fighting corruption vigorously and I shall exact the same high standards from members of my government as I have set for myself. I pledge that an Akufo-Addo government, which will be composed of a competent, dynamic team of men and women, will protect the public purse and ensure value for money in all financial transactions for the nation. I make these solemn pledges to you, the people of Ghana. To all those who have been dismayed by the level of corruption under this NDC government, I ask for your vote. I am committed to fighting corruption vigorously, and I shall exact the same high standards from members of my government as I have set for myself. I pledge that an Akufo-Addo government, which will be composed of a competent, dynamic team of men and women, will protect the public purse and ensure value for money in all financial transactions for the nation.
Adwuma ya ba be ya no Yakobon bie kwan ma ya esise ya de ba no e be ma adwuma ebo wo Ghana amo aka obia da fananga na ewira eki made se dia me de ba no
na se adwuma asam na ye ka New Patriotic Party programs are ye diegu ho no ebedu baabi no ye be kra nkofo afiama no ne no ma be ye adwuma wo Ghana amani amofamu no mi aminim dodo na modwuma na gu mi aminim dodo na modwuma no ayedan agu sese obi a wa adwuma no ansi wo ye enya wo photo ye ni ese eye business for aba na aba enje sei mo a sabio munwuma no ansi ye no ye ni so ade enwu a ka ya no enhihye a ade adwuma no baba no sei ya nwiri nyina afei na mu ba behu ye adwuma ebebu wa Ghana.
The economy is going to grow and grow and grow, and we will have jobs and jobs and jobs. The economy is going to grow and grow and grow, and we will have jobs and jobs and jobs. The economy is going to grow and grow and grow, and we will have jobs and jobs and jobs. The economy is going to grow and grow and grow, and we will have jobs and jobs and jobs. Economy is going to grow and grow and grow, and we will have jobs and jobs and jobs.
Mr. Nana da da ka taba wumi ya NPP su muka zaba. Fukudu, shi rado, rado, rado. Omo banana. Mr. Nana da da ka taba wumi ya NPP su muka zaba.
Nadia Bayirinde. Kai. Nadia Bayirinde. Kai. Nadia Bayirinde. Kai. Nadia Bayirinde.
For leadership is the prize way for leadership. Sometimes.
And somebody can find hopa, which we say, same way I can, you're not correct, and so you can.
May say, if you be to sell Ford, Ford bribery case. Yeah. Mimi, you bottom sika. Eto Land Cruiser. My chief imam. One day, we share chief imam or baby. Yeah, call and the car essay, a sequence. And near was say, yeah, adjust it near the next time I come. And I'm so, oh, chief imam, and Sam Fata say, yeah, no, baby, and the car, say. And to me, Nisika, almost $100,000 at a brand new Land Cruiser, and my chief imam. A better than Makoje Ford bribe, 50,000 Ford Rancher. Who they Google Ford Rancher national ball, $50,000. A better than a Makoje bribe. Nasani Panoso, or they Ford no Bema presidency no, or the command embassy. One Emba president bribe, no they are co-presenting officially ama or embassy or Burkina Faso. Nanaka no poenye for nipa no ye dealer, car dealer, Burkina Faso. Enti normally almost the sa cars new model bar almost the bachelors enti some model number 2010 and I won the showroom enti o person o to a obekwa test drive near that day na omo be park for 2 years 2012 and normally new model bar na old model no ultimate the chair obi and I say bibi and also me pay o man penyi Mahama Sempa I admire him enti me kai there me the Bema embassy say omo fan koma o man penyi mama enti me over your embassy the car abeshe presidential pool time I move about Flagstaff house and I'm say oh obi bra o car be Ford car enti e castle enti anu yenya ne say na nipa register car no na oka say I am personal enti he started the process but when they came and asked they said oh somebody brought you a car a Ford car enti na you be register with you but osha and I'm so representing my president so I'm saying and I'm so then put it in the pool enti the car no to pool time I'm here president who say
like the car cars
aban cars the car ho time I'm here president who say o man panyin bi aba who say Ford blue bi edi omochi soldier for ewo mu a omo machine gun omo de omo machine gun po see car no and na provide escort duties ema VIPs are omo ba me fear that car was left in the presidency and there are examples of it Oman Penny Rawlings Gaddafi chair in the car what I say he left it in the presidential pool Oko one fan call he left it in the presidential pool Kufo by Kufo Yusui and no president Kufo Dikonya accident okay I'm ready yes so there are precedents that have happened before what I say and so and also you pay Makoje bribe Ford bribe what I say and the idea now it was a deliberate propaganda say the same thing you understand but in leadership and so you can't avoid that so okay so be a leader and your friend saying garbage ship baller obianya the baller be are not their big goal so Brony Becker say occupational hazard
Nadia Bayirin there. Nadia Bayirin there.
Nana Dwe!
Okay, me.
Hey! Dada Pinto! Hey, Dada Pinto! Yeah, Castle with Germany.
Oh, Namu Germany, ya bomb and ray and be
drink.
I'm your fast.
Dada Pinto.
They ain't coffee and I'm in church or quite fast.
Feel, Papa.
Okay, me.
Hey! Dada Pinto! Hey, Dada Pinto! Yeah, Castle with Germany.
Oh, Namu Germany, ya bomb and ray and be drink. I'm your fast.
Dada Pinto.
They ain't coffee and I'm in church or quite fast.
Feel, Papa.
Estadio Nacional, African Origin Travels and Sports Tourism. Aha, and a Ghana Bobo, Netherlands. Our women's under 20 black princesses. And one sell 5,000 Ghana cedis for passport. For African origin, travels and sport tourism. How the Ghana police report account will visit the African origin over the amount. Come. Yeah, Ghana supporters to do on our business. Near Costa Rica, but black princesses. Origin. She will tell our Ghana for Baby them. A women's World Cup. This is the end of the Shasha. Every papa. And the time now African origin only put her right now. Will be any baby. More fire, Mr. Comedy. Estadio Nacional, Costa Rica, Mauricio Rafael, fire for fire. Oh, yeah.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
We are going to turn the whole country upside down. One by one.
Well, how will you do it?
Well, we will die and they will bury us.
All right, good evening and welcome to With All Due Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. It's exactly 3:33 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. It's definitely 7:33 in Ghana. We're live on Loud Silence TV across the world. Our main platform is on Loud Silence TV on Multi TV. We're also live on Loud Silence TV on Facebook. On Loud Silence TV on Facebook. We're live on Loud Silence TV on YouTube. Loud Silence TV on YouTube. With All Due Respect is our official page on Facebook. With All Due Respect. We have some very important platforms cross-posting this show live across the world tonight. We have Ghanaian Citizen TV picking us live tonight across the world on Facebook. Benjamin Wayo Mahamas page on Facebook. They are cross-posting the show tonight across the world. I also have NDC TV live tonight, picking us across the world tonight. We are streaming on Honorable Joseph Yamin's page on Facebook. We are live. They are cross-posting the show. Hopex TV and radio are also live tonight, picking this feed across the world. We have Kevin Taylor, my official page on Facebook. We are also streaming this show live across the world. And also Ghana News Thread, picking us live across the world. These are very important platforms with very good following. They are our official partners on Loud Silence TV. Our main platform is on Loud Silence TV. We are in 22 African countries, including Ghana. Our main hub is in Ghana. It's on Multi TV. If you're watching me tonight, you can watch us live on your iPad, on your gadgets. We are streaming. We are here. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. My producers are called The Ghost Team. We are here to serve you the truth. This platform is an anti-corruption platform. We talk about everything from politics to social issues, business, and what have you. If you're watching me tonight in Africa, Asia, Europe, and the Americas, I'd like to welcome you to the most authoritative, most listened to, most informative platform on the planet right now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Tell a brother to tell a brother. Kevin Taylor and The Ghost Team, we are live here tonight to talk Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
An assessment of our current conditions showed that what is happening now bears very little or no resemblance to what was promised. There's a sharp disparity between promise and practice. Today, most Ghanaians feel they were hoodwinked, and this is manifesting in their personal livelihoods and their daily struggles. Perhaps the most defining challenge of our time is making our economy work for everybody. Over the last several months, our political space and societal reaction has been dominated by discussions on the challenges with introducing even more taxes. These conversations have taken place against the backdrop of unparalleled cronyism, nepotism, and breaches of the basic tenets of conflict of interest, transparency, and accountable governance, and misplaced spending by the president and his inner circle. On top of these is the subjugation of independent constitutional bodies to the whims and caprices of the president and his cronies. The painful epiphany is that in Ghana today, the frustrations of Ghanaian people is at an all-time high. We've always sung the first stanza of our national anthem, which asks for God's blessing on our homeland, Ghana. And it enjoins us to resist oppressors' rule. Many have not taken the time to observe the second stanza of our national anthem, and the lyrics bear reflection. It says, "Hail to thy name, O Ghana. To thee we make our solemn vow, steadfast to build together a nation strong in unity, with our gifts of mind and strength of arm, whether night or day, in mist or storm, in every need, whatever the call may be, to serve thee, Ghana, now and forevermore." This stanza calls for a nation strong in unity and enjoins us with our gift of mind and strength of arm to serve our motherland, Ghana, now and forevermore.
I don't want peace. I want problems, always.
We are going to turn the whole country upside down. One by one.
Well, how will you do it?
Well, we will die and they will bury us.
Yes, we will die and they will bury us. We will come back and bury the good ones that were with us. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. Thank you very much for staying. We are back on Loud Silence TV across the world. This show is with our extended version. Tonight, we will be discussing Ghana. Our focus will be on the Electoral Commission of Ghana, led by Jane Mensah and Bosman Asare. The government of the day, led by Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, they have started rigging the elections. This is not a joke. Enyumbre yedi eni betre eye Electoral Commissioner Jane Mensah edi enim. Jane Mensah ye call Supreme Court after election 2020. Your friend say ombetna dakem na onkanche Ghana for say why ene nya abasen ena why ene nya abasen ena why ne win election no wentumi anya sa. Bosman Asare odi ne chair oye MPP communicator enso entuma back dakem ambitrim. And the atin say eye the Electoral Commission yesisa sika yebeka ho asem over $80 million edema omo before election 2020 no yedema omo say omo fandi omo dwuma because omo ka kire say omo pese omo ye re-registration omo sesa eye edin a omo aboaboa no omo hu ni say nyoma bi nkoye enti etam sika pudio kese over $100 million ene yedema omo say monfa enye eye register no ho adwuma omo hye bosse say the sika ne hye omo nsema eye Bosman Asare ene Jane Mensah eye isi dwumadie ana say eba a registration omo wo so to aba eye registration book ni ade ye beyi omo wu afrim bibia be koso toti nenso na mom no de na omo ni wo ho pa na say eye ye identification ye de be kwakoto aba no kai say Supreme Court ba bonte be ka kire say because on person Akufo-Addo edi president nti eye birth certificate crampo no led by eye Chief Justice Enini Abo no ka kire Ghana for say yemfa yeji mi nko baby birth certificate in crampo almost Supreme Court no because on person Akufo-Addo the president inti birth certificate in cram me njintum say Supreme Court no say birth certificate krata anasa abodini a sebio yebetumi de djuma Ghana also tia say birth certificate and a passport and so the Supreme Court sebio manisi. So with all due respect, we were thinking they were the smartest intelligent people ye almost say omonkodwini Ghana ho emfa nyansa samombra bebo man ho brano. They once again fell to the feet of a dwarf. They told us that they want Akufo-Addo to continue as the president of the republic against the will of the people. In terms of say a year birth certificate no infasoni so e me tam sika edema a year easy. Obso ko registration card for and yenya intie bi say a year Electoral Commissioner Jane Mensah and Bosman Asare or your communication director in disguise Emma MPP no almost say almost eba ebefa bibi e friend Ghana card na sebio in 2024 no wa woni Ghana card no untumi ento aba we any kwan a omofa so e the regular election sebio wa wo hwe me enye edabako ene yedi wi abem eye sanyo we bia no ye from 2017 ebedunde Jane Adukwe Mensah a obi anim na wo yusu no ho ne nenem kotwa te se Zimbabwe ni krama bi no ende wasaba biem we wu se eye ne MPP no embre no ya bedu kwasiade omaye for the past 2 years past 6 years no omo wu se omo nwiem a election 2024 enye yi na Ghana for ma me enye mwa mamo mayemfa ye ni nto Nyankopon so biem mama yemfa ni nto Yesu Kristo bi a yenhia ne biem me yemfa ni nkoto abosomfo bi a yenhu omo da ma yeni emfa nkonkoto eye asori bi so yemfa emra ne nhye yensem ne emusansem ne emeki sure se omo ye ditumi ahye omo nsem no ombe ye omodwuma kwan paso and I said tenene so. It is very important. These are not matters that you leave to God. These are not matters that you call Jesus Christ to take care of. These are not matters you tell the traditionalists or people who don't believe in what you believe in. These are matters we, the people, we have to come together and address. The Electoral Commission has become an NPP hub. And yet the NCA boss, Anoche, has become one of the most dangerous person in Ghana. Every single day, they are working with the Electoral Commission to undermine our democracy. Enyumre yebebe Ghana fo ni yebechechensem yebema obia ehu nokure no bibia da yento sebe bibidru na se nsi eto sebe yento bibia also eto sebe no yebeto badodo no yento sebe because ye can nokure actually to me. Bidin ye de Kevin Kobe Taylor. My name is Kevin Kobe Taylor. Today we'll be discussing Ghana's Electoral Commission. We have had information coming in across the world. In fact, in Parliament, this issue came up. The Electoral Commission, led by Jane Adequate-Mensah and Bosman Asari, who is a communications director for the ruling NPP in disguise. Now they are giving us signal that they will be insisting on Ghana card before you can vote in election 2024. Remember, before election 2020, the Electoral Commission led by Jane Mensah and Bosman Asari, they came out to tell us to give them over $100 million and that they were going to restructure, make sure that our registration system, our voting system is in order. Remember, what they told us was one of the best, the multi-million-dollar technology to make sure our electoral system is actually in good shape. Today, they are back again. This is a plot. This is how they start to rig the elections. The Electoral Commission of Ghana, they have decided, or they have begun their rigging process. We don't have to be quiet. This is about time we started discussing these issues, bringing the facts to the table and addressing them before we get to the chaos side. We don't want to get to a place whereby our democracy will be taken away from us because some, without due respect, foolish individuals who have been given power to, at the end of the day, straighten our democracy, take matters into their hands, decide to fall for a particular party, decide to lick the butt of an old president whose balls have shrunk like a lizard's balls. Tonight, we will be breaking these issues down, making sure every single Ghanaian watching me across the world gets the facts. My name is Kevin Kobe Taylor. This show is in 4 segments. The first segment is what we call the hello segment, where I say hello to every single individual watching me across the world. The second segment is the social media segment / Kaikalization segment. The third is pound for pound segment, where I tell you, discuss or break down the editorial of the day. The editorial is about the Electoral Commission. As you can see on the screen on my right, the election demons are back. Now, the final segment is when I open the phone lines for you to call in and also tell us what you think about what we discussed today. In Yanuma Mutie me from Ghana, in Penifo, in Kora, Mame for Embrewa, a yen Ketisia, and Kokra, and Ghana for Moakuma Pa, my imagine some no cre, number no crown, Abom Hobra, not Yakano cre actually 2 minutes, and then you made Jumedi Gumpre 9, the dear name your friend, the hello segment, and no, and I'm chia, Oma, Omoshemi. Sebio, so what you to say Numbri, Obesha, Ejumadi, and that's why I would say, Obekano cre actually to me, and no, and I'm chia, Obia or Shemi, Sebio, Obia, Habia, Busia, if you say, Yanina, Yaya, Dream Bako, see a Becano cre, Asasangana, Emanako fan and Tumapa Ifra. They toss me another second segment, and for the social media segment, and no, and you call a man signed transfer for the internet, you call fat stories, a Echegu, and the Ebiana would jum. Oton tomatoes bi oton ngo anasende na okokwanso nti wanhye nya abotre entie eye ensem na ekoso de onya tie no so no na ntro kakra enhyeda emu hyeda ntema dwumadia yedi no wa hane se ye be kyekye ensem no ye benya abotre se emredu anase sima edu ana eduanan na benya abotre akyekye asem mo wate asem wo husi bia ensem ko Ghana bi dwumadia awose bidi no wa menam di dwumadia wo nchiame enti eno ene me responsibility anase eno ene masede se wose me kyekye ma Ghana ni bia ete de ekonase. So that is what we will do. The third segment, and the social media segment, and the Kaikalization segment, and only a quick check kakra. Eko kai ho nyoma bi asebio anase ensem bi asebio ye kan ye nnie bi asebio ye ende ye mpese be giatum ende ye pese ye kai ho na sa nyoma ye no ye nsanye biom nti social media segment / Kaikalization ye kabum ye be chirechirim ama we hu de eko de tosomia na ende friend de tosomia nsa no ende friend pound for pound eno ena menya abotre chirechirim nsem mu asema edapo no so ye be wura Electoral Commission be kanensia de eko so ho se ne omaya madwe se oboba be wi abanu ama MPP ende ompese omkyere se uni Ghana card a untumi nto aba Ghana Jane Mensah ene Bosman we mu an etam Ghana aye America ska be $100 million e de mo ye election 2020 na busa ho eye Auditor General no yɛte asisi no saa sika de ma ɛyɛ electoral commission no auditor general wura hɔ na sika no mfaso ɛba so ne sɛn sika no ɔmo use ne sɛn sika no ebi aka anase ne nyina san wei ɛne nsɛm a yɛbɛkyerɛkyerɛ mu ɛyɛ COVID-19 baeɛ so yɛsa tam sika ɛde ma ɛyɛ electoral commission wei ne nsɛm a yɛbusa akonta anase accountability ɛno ɛho ne yɛbɛbusa ɛfiri ɛyɛ electoral commission deɛ ɛtɔ so 9 ɛne deɛ ɛfrɛ no the editorial ana pound for pound ɛno ɛna mefa asɛm no ɛsi pono so na makyerɛkyerɛ mu mo ate aseɛ deɛ ɛtwa toɔ no ɛne yɛfrɛ no the phone in segment ɛno ɛna mebi ahomatorofo no ɛma wo nso wofrɛ ɛwɔ telephone so ɛkyerɛ wadwene wɔ nsɛm a yɛbɛka ho asɛm wɔ hande dwumadie ɛnyɛ me nko ana medi mo team bi a yɛfrɛ mo the production team yɛsa from the ghost team ɔmo ɛna keke sie ni a enwumbere ɔmo de asoma me sɛ kwame anasɛ yaw gisiw wabetiri ne ko kyerɛkyerɛ mama nsɛn ɛnte aseɛ sɛbio ɛnyɛ me nko ana mo nyansa sɛbio ɛnyɛ me nko ana mo akokuduro sɛbio ɛnyɛ me nko ana me nipa betima tena TV so ana social media akyerɛkyerɛ nsɛm mu nipa bebree wɔ hɔ me wɔ capable people a they can replace me nanso embrede do sɛ me so na eduru sɛ me kyerɛkyerɛ mu enti o hwɛ me menka sɛ menim nyansa kyɛn obia ana sɛbio menka sɛ me kasa wi a ɛma obia nka bi sɛbio yɛnyina wɔ adwene yɛnyina yɛ wɔ nyansa a wɔsɛ yɛtoato adwene wɔ ha no metuma akasa tia wo betuma akasa tia me nyame bi wɔ ha ebi a wɔne me nya adwene ɛno nkyerɛ sɛ woyɛ mtamfo we are here to express our views and also make sure we correct the wrongs. I am not the most intelligent person on earth. I have the right to criticize. The same way you also have the right to criticize. Showway is an open platform. Into ha, Nyamin Shao, then Nyamin Shamin. Thank you very much for tuning in. Mabano Namaba and a Black Stars jersey. This is the jersey we'll be wearing to 2024 World Cup or Qatar. Ghana, Kevin Bragana. Second division for jersey crown being share. Black Satellite unye bi share, Black Twinkles unye bi share, Black Maidens unye bi share. Udu Jimmy to Ghana. Yeti ha share Black Star for Jesse. Original na ne share. O to Ghana, Black Star bobo kra e kire wo sre ansana gate free bar akonya 7 minutes bi ahwe. Jai Jimmy no. Netie no kre no. The issue here is yehu se IMF4 ewo Ghana right now as we speak. And I've heard there are a few people free United States about IMF4. They really love my show. So I will be speaking a little bit of English for them to also understand what is actually happening. But before I start the show, I'd like to tell the reps of IMF who are in Ghana tonight, enjoying the good weather. It's quite hot, but it's good. Coming in to assess our economy, listen to our leaders who are liars. If you are a member of the IMF in Ghana today, let me tell you, anytime people in government today tell you anything, you need to double fact check it 10 times. You need to double fact check whatever they will tell you. The president, as we speak, has no certificate. If you are an IMF representative in Ghana tonight, watching me, remember, our president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, has no certificate. He isn't a lawyer. He is a fake, he's an imposter parading in the streets or in the corridors of the Jubilee House as a lawyer. Don't take such a man serious. His finance minister, who is his family member, also went to Yale with his father's certificate. In fact, he is also an imposter. He once, around 2001, duped SNIT. That is basically, if you're in the United States, you would say our Social Security. He duped us over $500,000, $500 million. He ran away to the States, came back, rebranded himself by wearing white shirt every day. There was an audit report, forensic audit report, that said he was supposed to be jailed. He is an imposter. He is a criminal. Don't believe the man. Normally, when he speaks, it does not look in your eyes. He is a very dangerous man. He is also another criminal. Remember, the secretary to the president of the republic is also related to the president. In fact, he's related to the president through rape. The secretary to the president, his name is Bedi Etu. The president's uncle raped Bedi Etu's mom when she was 16 years, and then they had Bedi Etu. So basically, they are connected through rape. Don't trust that secretary to the president too. He's also a liar. He also has no better certificate. He lived in the United States for some time. He actually went to school with a fake certificate. So such a person too is a chain smoker, a liar who does everything. In fact, his wife, as we speak, is controlling the airport in Ghana. They have duped Ghana through COVID-19 when they started vaccinations at the airport. They know about it. So don't believe in such people. The last person I'd like to talk to you about, they are going to try and organize meetings behind the scenes with one guy called Gabi Asachredakon. He is a criminal. He used to be a car thief in the UK, and then he was actually brought to Ghana to, at the end of the day, whereof that credibility or that crime of him. He is also a fake lawyer. What he does, basically, he is the liaison, or he is the conveyor belt. He is the criminal de la creme. In fact, this government is struggling today because of people like Gabi Asachredakon. He has no job. All that he does is to make sure they steal our money and take it to Europe, take it to Asia, take it to some islands. Do not allow such a person to come close to your meetings. IMF, I'll be giving you a lot and background information on these people who are now handling Ghana's economy. They are criminals. They have no track record. They have no credibility. Look in the books. In fact, whatever they show you, ask for independent views, because every single document they will show you has been forged. These are not people you can trust. And I believe in the United States of America. I believe in you, independent auditors from the IMF. I know you do a diligent job. We all want to save Ghana, but you know, these people are cunning, and you have to be very careful. They like to smile. They like to use God. They like to use verses. They like to make you feel like they are Christians. They are liars. They don't believe in the word. They capitalize on the ignorance of our people who think that any idiot in suit is intelligent. These are simple words I want to give you. These things will guide you. Ghanaians are hypocrites. It does not matter where they are. It does not matter the position they occupy. A typical Ghanaian is a hypocrite. So you guys should be very, very careful. Thank you very much, IMF. I'll give you more information. Inti, well, as simple as that. And let me check the IMF for you. Maybe also more share and sana. Omogo share that pinto. That pinto kind of correct on this certificate. Intento abrofuni. It's very, very important. Sometimes we do these things. And be also on this certificate. Papa betra brochire. Also azan. Oforiata and then papa certificate ne call Yale. And I gabi the obiad so no car comfort if you could buy. These people are criminals. The IMF, they should be very careful about. They are imposters, and every single thing that they bring out or a document, the IMF need independent view on every single material they give them. And no, and I'm making a profiting extra IMF for no. It's very, very important. America for the Omaka, almost say Omebo. These guys are supposed to be washed every single day. All right, Inti ADNC. I feel as just now beans. They are good. In the AAC, they are good. Kukudu AC Kukudu Weja Uwinim Yajrim.
Mr. Nana da da ka taba wumi ya NPP su muka zaba. Kukudu, rado, rado, rado. Tomo banana. Mr. Nana da da ka taba wumi ya NPP su muka zaba.
Thank you to the Samira Queer Association from Fulani Land. Minianum Fulani for Morgan and Yanabe Domo. I inti Debiano Mekayam one paibum. Dada Pinto and Sons. This is the Chad Ghana Chad Dance Assemble. You fly on mobile and on your campaign. Emma Ekufuado. Samira girls are Odo mobile no kukudu. Media me Umar tilt Umar kit. Enya nabi onye kit enya Umar kit. Umar Ahmed Manhit. Ona na bodondo no I akwana bodondo ache. Now here's be a otochin ya or triple tap. Say last me catch them. I say unim dondo ba ubon gung or bon ging. And your friend triple tap. Mo amunim dondo bo or ha and a choco ban no. Not in sa we aloko. And so the way na trap. Green. Into Umal Makhint on na ebodondo no. Mo amunim no. Akwana na also say dabo no. I also friend no. Sule Abdil Alexander ono so oko eye chada ono anase Fulani fokuru mu a ono na oye dance assembly for the leader Gabriel ni me fe se kora no ye fe no Simin Balul ono so no oko hana eji ade djuma oye no akasa chada ankasa de o chika akuru calculation o chika akuru ena na ba akubi so wo left wo girl bi sa nenim kwa also a nice pa ono so oko eye chada ono akasa de omo chad odo rice ni ma me na wo chad odo rice ye friend no macduke hono oko chada odo rice ni ma me dia ono so be kono otwi eye banku a enye easy chad fo banku omtwi inti sango fo nyina no nam ne ko so nyina ba say kukudu eshi as Kevin abonda him. All right, let's do the do. All right, ain't bakubi so na bakubi so wo so what kind of sns 55 and this is the otoso number 3 no ono so your friend no Fulani baku your friend Agata McLeek so no na papa ewo Italy eno bae ntina papa made your friend no Agata oware no Agata ya ni Agata ya into bae no de beto ntia dade into kwantokwa wo Fulani fo no krom ho ade ntina oba no brofudin first because some dey anka Samira and I say eno say Agata McNutt inti side your toss ted no on your friend Agata na oko right was so never akubi so toro ted o me hye ne kakra se ne be abobo hu mu nyina mo de monhwe enya se bia show the best as this but me so be regiment no esi bone se Kevin akabibi enim
Mr. Nana da ka taba wumi ya NPP su muka zaba kukudu rado
into omobedru ya na Fulani for girls no 2 yare ye I say anadworo no mo no mataya na attire na amono attire bi na enye brand ni be ni din antina I say omunya running stomach enye running stomach na I've got running stomach it is not running stomach a running mo de mo ntebrofo ye kana mo no nya bo tselam chechim inti Fulani for girl for no mienu yare ye ene de Ghana for mienu shem inti wo share video na akwa no right one na Ghana for mienu bi shem omo share mo circle ba ko ne afen dede ono kwandi na eden Dede Amegashi Amagacha judge ya friend Amegacha no ne nana into omo friend no so Amegacha's granddaughter is here no dey shame and na to Ghana for girls me no bi o man Dede Amegacha ene Florence Eduakwanta ono so na ne auntie into so hwe video ni ya obehu some na me share me chechire ma kire mo into mun steady why
Mr. Nana da ka taba wumi ya NPP su muka zaba kukudu rado
inti eno anti na mo adwum ya ana girls you we say ba ku bi de want to be no sre nkwa ono ton kurikuri e o sukura in that time omo ba no umal matni mo esi ye na omo ko pa ataya kakra no gaba ku ono want to be ono sre nkwa no ton kurikuri o sukura udu sukura o left wa junction bi wo ho I said TV po bi electric po bi so ehwa etu sa again on your friend no kone onom de shame. Thank you very much for being here tonight. Kone child near friend kone wu bi da uni be before uni me kufu ado uni ba omia uni Samira mo de munim de ba gamadada. All right, let me say hello to a few people. It's exactly 4 p.m. US East Coast time. It's definitely 8 p.m. Ho crack kame me wo crack kame e dey some grade am for that to be drew child for to be drew na mo Ghana for Jason mo ya we large and so still if it on say your Africa large and your America large ye new American body ni ye ede na dey na large tin say mo nya large America large na mo nya Ghana large na o ma fonfon nti no beti my extra large amom ya tiase on Ghana medium so ko duru a medium ye ntimi hye kwa ma fonfon ama fofofo de mafofo I said de bengu a ene Italia ne ibuache na ikawuro ewiase ete yemfa kawuro no nkoye mpoboa no se ebewe ai nti mafofo nti Black Star for moko Puma ho na some mon kan kire say omonya America large US large Europe large omofa kakra nka ho na yesa na mo de mo check Ghana fo afofo na mo de yemu Jesus e den sanfo no yati krodim yakunam o say etumi yinam no ho nam ne wedie no ne de yempobo hye na ye nanse ntatai nipa bibidi say yen friend kawuro wele na ye fanka mo ho ne yenwe wa dwini ye adwuma o ene de amafo no bedwa Kevin on the sense of phone or to kan onim de kwa ai ya ye issue factory yenya na mo fa nyempobo ano ya ye shoe factory Mr. S, my team say make I share something with you guys. Omono obojibi chemi. Into omo se me nchrebu bibi na me fa nchrebu. Na me enya na me kan inti impop ya say munye yi munku aboa no wi a anka sala ye say anka munyina mo dwa aboa no fine. Salam alaikum to all the Muslims in Ghana. Mubadi Salah, Baraka de Salah, Baraka de Kade, Yanaka Kade. I thank you very much. You say Mufili, Hajia Beyonce, Simone, Mustik Lawa, and Madame for people for Cromontan also. And good evening to Chief Imam for celebrating one of the best after the prayers. Thank you very much. Say I know you are doing great. Yes. Chief Imam, Obetiasi, and the fact. Inti, all our Muslim brothers around the world, we would like to say thank you very much, guys, for making this Salah worthy one. In fact, mo bompire my NTSO, Yadamase for all that. But a namone ba, Pepe for, Pepe for boys. Pepe for boys. We just other Kevin free Pepe for. Now my friend say we Croatia ni. We free Uzbekistan. We free America. In Pepe for boys me no kasa. And na no time do na mo wi na mo. Muku na na. Munyi skin no fan to ne fan ko yem poboa. O wi nam na gugu for. O wi ne dweko to dwe. O wi na nice form. Ade na mo kura mo yesa. Yeah, say we have to wear what we eat. So when you cut the head of the cow, take off the skin and send it to Ghana Shoe Factory and let them also. We are not contributing one district, one factory. Yet only wele ato watches and some hunu. Pepe for munya sadia no. Or sadia from Pepe for. Then I'll be Fiona because Pepe for nyans of cry di una better or Kevin free Pepe for. Obey. Yes, Santo for infant for ya want tough for Pepe for na I. Mukum wana. Munku na monwe namono na ne ho ne dia ka no one day one factory ye mfa nko techima ne mfa nko ye mpoboa na mowi ni nyina wi am so ye pe combat ahye why combat na be hye hey people from pe combat people for on pe combat rough but no say VIP moja ene wom ai a VIP moja people for the combat jai na eyi for fra for no ai eta pra for no combination there mem de bia me say designers some about American there or some fra for no mom combination mom hey na me video bi combination to combination green range na obi kutedua nipa 8 nyina kutapoma o 8 nyina shop na me na factory be na mkoto sa anwama free and the boutique obutumi so problem so be ade o because utumi who Mr. S get me a video and let me show them utumi young boys be 28 nyina hye the same na say mo kra na say mo ko factory wona me hu because me ni boutique o want ade the same sa 30 inti me hu mo ko to be ni na in pepe for 100 when tough for mo hadwene ai inti mo wi nam na mon kai one district one factory yemfa wele no emfa nko techiman shoe factory na yemfa enko yempoboa wedwa na wo ye pepe ni che obi fa Jimmy kono wa ya ka ubuofu ya ka obi de na wo sere ya tia na ka wona fo asem na wo sere ngona fo we de ya ka yi for Jimmy kono now my producers, I didn't say this, my producer said I should show you this. IMF, these are the people I was talking about. The devil himself is at the Jubilee House. But this is Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Shadrach the way I on the finance what but IMF, let me explain it. What IMF, let me explain this. It's very important. IMF, you see the picture on the screen. These are the guys I was talking about. They are hardened criminals. Hardened. See my face, IMF reps. When I say hardened, these guys, they can kill God and come and tell you that they went to resurrect God. I know what I'm talking about. Shadrach is the one back there. Yes. Meshach is the one in the middle. He smokes, and Abednego, the drug addict. So these are the people I was talking about, my fellow IMF Americans in Ghana, going to, in fact, investigate corrupt government like the Akufo-Addo government. Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, Omunye. IMF reps, these are the criminals. Don't go far. Don't go far. They are here. Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego. Hardened. Don't play with these people. As anything they tell you, take your time and listen. Especially Shadrach. He will come with quotations. IMF, looking in our books. I am telling you, white people, you are smart. Looking in our books, what we can see is, I hope they have given you water. That's how he's going to start it. From what we are seeing, yes, thank you very much. Oh, Mr. From what we are seeing, I hope I hope they gave you water. But are you guys okay? Are you comfortable? Yeah. So, what I am telling you is, if you check, I'm sorry, we were supposed to pray before we start. They are lying. They are lying. They are reading you. Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego. These are what we call the triple lancer. Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, Okpo is here. He is on the right side of the devil. Hardened. You people, you don't know. You white people, I'm telling you. Ha. H-A-A-A, D-E-E-N-E-E-E-D. Hardened. Let's do the show. These are the guys I was talking about. IMF. Be very, very vigilant. All right, thank you. Now, Kevin, where they chilling crowd, then I'll be Massa won't come who you be. That may say me a channel will be show. Inti Massa Memfa Bibiaji children who say without me it will not happen. Without you it will happen. If you don't watch me, people will watch. So without you, the truth will still come out. If I am not here today, somebody will do another show. So nothing revolves around me. I am one person. It is my time. So if I go, somebody go come. Inti Memma Bibia Mena unkwa dear Massa wini wa ebekoso. If you're not there, we go move on. If I'm not there, we still go move on. All right. So hello, for 2 minutes. Let me say hello to the ladies, especially IMF reps are in Ghana. They need to see how gentle and how lovely and how respectful and how nice Ghanaian gentlemen are. So I'm doing this for the IMF reps to know that guys from Ghana, they are very, very respectful and they respect their ladies. That's why I'm going to do this tonight. So this is for the ladies. Have they given you water? Kind of water. Please, have they? I'm the special. Ejako. The president. Ejako one of the slangs. So let me say hello to a few people. Amma McGold is watching me. IMF reps. There's a lady here called Amma McGold. She's live here. If you go in, you can take her with you. She really wants to go to America. Okay, the ladies again. Aisha Bulaitu is here. IMF, you can take her with you. Yes. Who else? Ajomanyo, IMF, you can take her with you to the States. They all need help. Flores Asu is also watching me. IMF, you can take her too. Mabel is live here. IMF, take Mabel with you. It is very, very important. Paulina too is here. IMF, take Paulina with you. Who else is here? All the ladies here. I can see Rebecca Akapo. IMF, please take Rebecca with you. She doesn't want to live in Ghana again. No, it has front hair. If you don't understand front hair, it is overlapping. And the bro for Thelma Tete is also here. IMF, take Thelma with you. Who else is here? I can see only ladies. I go to Africa Origin Travel Consult and go and pay there. They will tell me and then I will help you. Remember the Charity Pokuya to IMF, take her with you. Only ladies, May Ekuya is live here. IMF, when you are coming back, bring them. I'll send you the Momo for you to buy their ticket. Who else is here? Paulina is also here. Take Paulina with you and bring her. Very, very important. Who else is here? Elizabeth Forjo, IMF, please bring her to us. Doreen Saki is also here. Thank you, Doreen. IMF will bring you. Ajua Mawanyo, the IMF first seat. Who else? Olivia is also here. IMF, bring Olivia. Renda is also here. Amanda, IMF, don't forget Amanda. Okay. Hilda and Pedu, IMF, bring her to us here in the States where humans live. Okay, Hannah, IMF, bring her to humans and take her out of the zoo. IMF, I'm telling you the people to bring out of the zoo. When you go to Kumasi, they will say, give us 10 Ghana. IMF reps, when you go to Ghana, when you go to Kumasi, don't go to the zoo. They will take your money. Those monkeys there, they are dangerous. So their IQ, their IQ is their IQ. So when you go to Kumasi, don't go to the zoo. They'll take your wallet right now. Those monkeys, they don't like banana. IMF, bring Hamina to the US. Letitia, bring Letitia too. Emmanuel Brio, Joanna, IMF, bring Joanna to us here in the States. Take her from the zoo. Hilda, bring Hilda too. We want you to bring all the on zoo like people and leave the zoo like people there. Everybody zoo. Why we the baby? Okay. So I think it's enough for now. Ochina IMF, I'll give you another list to bring. We are bringing all the on zoo people. Leave the zoo people there. They want to be there. In fact, IMF, when you go to Kumasi, don't bring anybody. IMF, when you go to Kumasi, tell them that mention Kevin Taylor's full name before. When you go to Kumasi, IMF, bring only 10% to America. Whatever you do, them they will not vote. So IMF, don't bring anybody from Kumasi. So thank you very much. IMF, let me give you like 5 boys and 5 men to mix in case they land on some island. They need to give birth. In case we never know. Plane the better land the baby. Now I am mankwa. I want to add 5 men to it. So maybe they end up on some island like Noah. Then they can also have new kids. Francis Aidan is fine. You can take him along. On zoo Francis Aidan. I can also see on zoo 5 people. 4 more to on zoo. Okay, Mas Babatu too is another gentleman. Pepe, Musini. You can unzoo him. Unzoo Mas Babatu. Okay. Who else? Me pembe matre pass also because you free be a bit with the account. Okay, so if you can take this guy cry. No, his movement is quite slow. Okay, take Augustine Tay, IMF. Take Augustine from YouTube. Take him, unzoo him. We are unzooing you in Jesus' name. 2 more to be unzooed. Then we can start. Raskotoka. Take Raskotoka. Unzoo Ras for me, please. IMF, unzoo him. And then one last unzoomment is going to go to Oga Tuti. IMF, add 5 unzoomment. Add them to the ladies, and in case. Thank you very much, IMF, for listening. I'll bring you more on Zoomment. Okay. Mr. Article is in the Bronx, and he's sending me lists to add to the women on Zoomment. Now you, Mr. Article, and why we didn't cheer what Bronx? Why we didn't know one frame me. Mr. Afrawa of fire. Why we didn't generate your list, Brebe? Mr. Article, why we didn't generate? You are bringing me a list, but Mr. Article said, where on Zoomment, Umo Keith, Safia Wango, Alima Silva, Cuba Lake, Nuruddin Z Mohammed, Musa Lamin, Kwame Apo Aziz Enin, Ilyasu Madito Petros. And you have to also unzoo yet Leicester chairman. On the way, pilot. Leicester chairman is the pilot all the way in Leicester, so no problem. So thank you very much, Mr. Article. Why we namne you know? You Mr. Article. Oh we namono. And namna skin no. Did you finish it or you sent it to Ghana? We need more shoes. Okay, let's take care of business. It's exactly 4:15 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. It's definitely 8:15 in Ghana. Now, Yanshe, what is here? Thank you very much, team, for the good job you guys did today. The production is solid. Pray for me that I go through this successfully. It's very, very important. Teaching way. Okay. Now, there are some reminders here that we need to do. Now, the reminders are very, very important. The reminders are very, very important. Our first reminder is this. Okay, sorry. I think that's part of the. So this weekend, Sri Lanka, what happened there? And the reason why me pese we want some kakribin and said, Yate say Arise Ghana. They want to have another demonstration in Kumasi, the Ashanti region, one of the biggest cities in Ghana. In fact, the second biggest city. So technically, Ashanti region is such a Greater Accra region, but in population-wise, Greater Accra region, there are a lot of people in the Greater Accra region than the Ashanti region. I stand to be corrected. Now, Sri Lanka walked. They just walked. Sri Lanka youth. They sat down and analyzed their government. And then they said, no, we cannot live with such a government. Sri Lanka in Sri Lanka, they did not fight each other. Sri Lanka youth, young, old, came together and said, let these people in power, we pay every day with our taxes, understand that we are the people they are governing. Taxes and so they need to listen to us. So the people of Sri Lanka, they did not say where they are teni, where you are unini, where you are infantini Jimmy for, where you are Santini. They came together and said, let us walk and show what our anger. Let's not fight anybody. When things get better, every single person in Sri Lanka will live better. Now, what they did was they came together and said, say ti petroswa, ye nyina na yebeti petroswa maye. Say ye bie njuma, ye nyina na ye bie njuma na me ye njuma ye. So let's put everything aside. And I am very sure that these people you are seeing on the screen, ye nyina ye hu on our social media platforms, majority of them be voting the current administration. Ebi a campaign Emma the current administration. Ebimo had hope in the current administration. They could have sat back home and say, all politicians are the same. And they could have been say, I am so disappointed. Me was Sri Lanka, me party in our power. All politicians are the same. So those who want to go should go. But they didn't say that. They said, we need to save Sri Lanka. So thousands and millions of people peacefully, that is the most important thing, walked on the streets of Sri Lanka. And what did they do? They walked to the presidency. Remember, Sri Lanka walkway, the thousands and thousands of people you saw. I saw Tia says you're the Sri Lanka army in Sri Lanka, and you're the police force in Sri Lanka. Ask yourself, was any police officer or security personnel able to lift a gun, shoot one bullet? They all bowed and allowed these people to walk to the presidency. Now, the good thing about what they did was that they didn't even fight the military. They didn't fight the police. Their only problem was the man in charge, the government in charge. They have failed us. You are a policeman. You live in Ghana. You also buy the same fuel I am buying. You pay the same light bill I'm paying. Your kids also go to the same school my kids go to. So you know the problem more than myself. You are a public servant. You are not being paid well. Your COLA hasn't come. So what will make you want to stop me from peacefully making the people in charge understand that they are corrupt? They cannot lead us. And I'm kind of say there are hundreds and thousands of people in this group are devoted for the current government. But it got to that point whereby they're like, the people's power is important. And me can't say Ghana when demonstrations are being put together. And let me tell you, people, every time a group comes together to put a demonstration together, it should be a political group. It should be, because the people you are seeing on the street, whether you like it or not, some are in opposition, some also support the government in power. So that idea that Ghana say, yeah, demonstration, but I have seen one NDC person in it. I have seen Sami Jemfi being part of Arise Ghana. I have seen this person NDC be part. NDC for no. That thing I want to tell you people say, more Jimmy. What is here about to Sri Lanka? What is say police retreat too? Because when the numbers are strong, the police, the army, they are nothing. This is a message they sent to the world in 2022. Now the IMF is there. They are putting things in place for them. They have been forced to go to the IMF and make sure that what the people want is what is happening. They have been forced to make sure changes up there. Do you know Sri Lanka? The president and in the Bush and 4-3, they were running the country down, stealing money. Omo president is say Kufuado, Ninua to say Bedietuo, Ninua to say Gabi, Ninua to say finance minister. Those are the people are not more Sri Lanka. Omo say Sri Lanka be seen there. So today, when you tell a young Ghanaian, say Arise Ghana is going out to demonstrate, come and join. The police is not your enemy. Your fellow Ghanaians sitting or working with you is not your enemy. Your enemy are the problems facing you, and who created the problems? It is the government of the day. Ghana as a nation, the United States of America as a nation, there are only two parties that rule the United States, and there will be only two parties that will rule Ghana. Nobody, no organization, no individual can come up with a third force to even get more than 2% in Ghana. Nobody. So for you to sit and say, Mawe Munkwaye and they are NDC for you are stupid. Who is buying fuel at this match at this time? It is you. Why not? And then watching or Ghana? So the numbers are important. The numbers speaks volume. They got this attention around the world because of the numbers. Oh, you say can you pass and the police for to say the police for led by Dampare Echo Tata Arise Ghana for now, and it will make news. It wouldn't have made any news. They would have killed some, but the numbers show, and then they had the power of the people. The numbers. It's Ghana for attitude of momon koyano we Jimmy, because omuku na because their numbers are not strong. When they turn the guns at you, you be kunya. Last time they take man south. The next time would just circle police in the boat too, because on him what you have. Or name that backing you have. In the Arise Ghana telling us that they are going back, or they are going to Kumasi, the Ashanti region, to go and demonstrate. Seme me ye NPP ni me ya Santini ba bidi mokodin chine na ma adwini ye adwuma. This is a demonstration I will never miss, because I want people to know me nyabua. Se me the NPP echi now for the past 6 years NPP ntumi nkyere me adeba kwa waya. Some dina some family one demonstration and it's a fact, because you need to come out. Ghana police for me saying, do the ratio and do the calculation. Police for Ashanti region we are saying, when you have these kinds of numbers on the street, police need to mention him or better office or because the people marching, we are not their enemy. Omo marching police for your enemies. Soldier for your enemies for any policeman to say I am coming to guide you, because omo marchia they are not marching towards another group that is counter marching. It's the police, like I said, we need 20,000 police to go and protect march. They are not marching to fight. It's that nonsense of Ghana police every day. Obi quiet demonstration. We need police. You need police for what? When the numbers are bigger, the police is insignificant. Way nyansa sana me catch them no. So what you could say, what you Ashanti now came. It is your time. 22nd of August. I hope that's right. August 22nd. It is happening. And omo to abapa ma Ekufuado awe deceive omo no. Omo na also mo chere through the demonstration say Ekufuado NPP, you cannot take us for granted. Sebio Otumfuo said to on your politics. Sebio baby oteno because of the position on your politics. But Sebio say ya nkyere say obi abuya kwasia Any sebio nurse ya yena santifo ye nkwasiafo. And I don't think that santini bi ani beje. So obi betina bi aka say asantifo ye nkwasiafo. So obi ka say asantifo ye nkwasiafo a, but this is sumna so e ka otumfo. It is the actions of Asantifo, the actions of the Ashanti people, no, and the Bechere say ye nyamwa, they be ameka so ya Santinia wonya kwasia o. O ya Santinia o de adepa ebefie kasem. So, me say, the ope adepa aba kotoko na Asante kotoko ni yendi na bro. So this is your time to let the NPP understand. Ya Asantifo ye nyam kwasiafo. Na me de I'm being honest here. Mo pa ma mo nye demonstration no. Mopa mamomba out and be demonstration no muna mo bebre me say mopa montra santimem di matem mopa mum di matem enkase me adwuma ma NDC and me say muna mo bebre mu dwatre ebe hye mo ba ya mmombo se nkoa nipa be humo o metuntosi ogumu so asantifo we omunim nyansa sa na Ghana fo bi be ka kire mo. Yeah, let me tell you for a fact. Someone to demonstrate to show your anger towards this bad government that steals from you. Then sebio no. Yeah, can Ghana and sama unye nipa also kebi. So we have to use every word against you. You don't know what to do to save yourselves. Nanado dan kweku fuado la leput. Dada pinto. Ono ane twatron chomono or your demonstration chen ubia or Ghana and other be president ni di kontumi tro. So if you tell me say going out obenya kwasie bi ba ka say Kevin Taylor ti abroche say ko demonstration okunipa. When you go out peacefully to demonstrate okunipa we ya kwasia unnim dia wo pe me ken odros ye miensa o ka say Kevin Taylor ti America mitini pem. Come to Washington, D.C., go to the capital, go to the White House. People are demonstrating. Why? The government needs to listen. Now, the ultimate power to America. Kakrana also, Obibu Kwasiane say, go out peacefully and let the world know and let the person know. Me $1, almost 10 Ghana. On paper, I say 8 Ghana, 9 Ghana. Me say me you $1. Almost 10 Ghana ma utipen me we are chin we mune then abeji jesi ko she beji Ghana jesi head de crack board de we bo no to panya na da form asa oni bobo ye yesi na se ball na drop no pa na da net we dwa Kevin Taylor nie ai entina mi kirechirem Sri Lanka fo akire kwan no asanteman kire Ghana fo se ye nimnyansa ye nyan kwasiafo asanteman kire Ghana say yento abase moa ye hiam puntio me ya santini ba o me ya fantini ba me nyini wa santimemu me hu sa santini ba ma so obi dia santifo atama ye me ya ba me nyonkun santifo ye improve nkire obo say ye nyam kwasiafo montina na ga Kevin Taylor me demonstration yetia ekufo de demonstration hu say Rebecca Dimbi and ewiase sika wa Ghana nyina ne dia ekufo de demonstration ne kita school boys na wa wo ne ma no hu say ba ko di ekire and sikani omodia fa Jimmy tell say Kevin Taylor mbra. It is when you people come together and now but to me make a statement for enkwasiafo way some of them to understand you people gave them power me we ja and they will lie lenko enim I Kevin Taylor there I see the story omukwa no president no palace or Jubilee House say ah mukwa no to tonsuo nim mo de mo jango for you president ni pu no but mo amonte eye Sri Lanka kasa no muntumi kinkan be kinkan akire mo say ne hard yenyabote memete Sri Lanka kakra mete Uzbekistan kakra me akasa me so mete eye Guyana kasa kakra Jamaica se dem so kombai I so bombente yeso Jamaica te kakra de na omopa kan nyina ewo eye Sri Lanka kasem no so oba eye pidgin for na eye BBC pidgin na it happened after thousands of protesters stormed President Gotabaya Rajabaksa Baksa official residence for the capital for Sri Lanka to the demand in resignation their pidgin kake na Sri Lanka kasem no eye lost meat dental snake snake all these capital Sri Lanka or Delmi. I just say Sri Lanka for no echo also mu demand this president and resign. Straightforward. Inti what I want to ask you no say the see and I know some majority of you guys already know what happened.
ನಂದಗೆ ಬೂಲ್ಲೆಗೆ ಕೊಲ್ಲು ನಾಡ ನಂದಗೆ ಬೂಲ್ಲೆಗೆ ಕೊಲ್ಲು ನಾಡ ನಂದಗೆ ಬೂಲ್ಲೆಗೆ ನಂದೆ ಮರಾಬಿಗೆ ಅಪಿನಾಡು
I loud silence. Your reporter not all chat on an ekasa or say they no can want to say ye Sri Lanka. Your reporter or say apuneke no pa say you ready apuneke. Someone to Sri Lanka dinti ye church ma on na your reporter no I your friend lapni or no or tre say you room apuneke nekapu I had said the custom kind to muntie ye apuneke and an reporter ne can want to Sri Lanka kasano bibiara boof womuna eh.
ನಂದಗೆ ಬೂಲ್ಲೆಗೆ ಕೊಲ್ಲು ನಾಡ ನಂದಗೆ ಬೂಲ್ಲೆಗೆ ಕೊಲ್ಲು ನಾಡ ನಂದಗೆ ಬೂಲ್ಲೆಗೆ ನಂದಗೆ ಬೂಲ್ಲೆಗೆ ಕೊಲ್ಲು ನಾಡ ನಂದಗೆ ಬೂಲ್ಲೆಗೆ ಕೊಲ್ಲು ನಾಡ ನಂದಗೆ ಬೂಲ್ಲೆಗೆ
Sri Lanka for presidents, presidential presidency, the residents, no. No kind of apuneke, no kind of Kevin apuneke, nekapu your room, Sri Lanka, yeah, correspondent, no. Sri Lanka nekapu, and I want inti, young queen, we Kevin, the no take us a rebisa, hey, now what didn't you? Why we got to 33,000? Me on the team, the American can just say, nekapu. Na akwa we away. Hey, kwabuta. Only reason in Iraq, sakwadie. Kwabuta way, where is kwabutalization? Mosakwadie no way. Me say, last week, I catch him say, Kwame A plus, the Miami Tia, Uncle Studio, I will pay. Kwame, Mr. Frame, one frame. Kwame A plus, Uncle Studio, sakwadie we away. Kwabuta away, akwa. Ghana musicians in on that tribal bigot pa. Sadia no a cover the life so a man ne career and to me code him. Aye. Sakwa we away. Enti 6 years ni on to me ko studio nyansa and release ye. Doom kwasiato na just a Ghana no papa dia. Debi amekacha me hunu kwa nwem time kura senior. Ya be so the swam and odin say o to me so champagne glass me to say oso okuta kura. Mon friend say we any champagne bottle glass obekutem se kura wo ono kwena mu the first artist we so kuta champagne glass se kura me say mon friend akwa we say o me release my na ebre ye hia nyom insan ekoso bebrebe nyina on table akokora mo sa akwa de kwa bota no wen foolishness sankofo we so ekufu ado so tribalism we mon get the people om dia bedru hande Tamajezi kwasia kika omo mbuwa kura ntumi mwo omo ye de ya santifonti ya kamfonti kwasia di bia de yesoso mummusa mo start according say ontumi ntro nyum 6 years you've not been able to write one single track Yankopon he will deal with you wa pantan say Egyptian a mock abegina kekan kwasi asem and ye jiminti and a song of so sometimes people be like, okay, why are you doing this? Why you hard? I am hard on them because I am hard on them because they took money and did damage and destroyed Ghana youth, destroyed the country. Anything where is their influence? They have no influence again because they put their career aside and followed money. That was catching Jay-Z. Sika oji so di manasa enti mo amobɛn no manche kwabute eye odona kwabute odona Jay-Z eye kolegono Jay-Z mon friend nkan che se Kevin Taylor friend no onfa ne Jimmy matro nom ne entie mo na won ya kanfo amunim nyansa chen Ghana fo nyina ofui mo je se abezo so yan mo bia space hwe opela boagi defense mu na wa bagi space Opela bwaje bo 5 no wo be space. U Jimmy Monfanembra. Now, let's take our business. You calculation, time no day. Now, calculation is very, very short, and it's a current calculation. The reason why I make us a current calculation, and I say it's got to do with another musician. Yes, and who is that musician? It's so bad that I 1 second. Let me try and pull his picture, and then I can go ahead and talk about him.
Mr. Nana da da ka taba wumi ya NPP su muka zaba. Kukudu, shi rado, rado, rado. Omo banana. Mr. Nana da da ka taba wumi ya NPP su muka zaba. Mr. Nana da da ka taba wumi ya NPP su muka zaba. Kukudu, shi rado, rado, rado. Omo banana. Mr. Nana da da ka taba wumi ya NPP.
All right, welcome back to the show. It's time for the calculation segment, and the calculation segment is about this guy. Munyina munim no. Kobna. Kobna is the new calculation and yeba kai Ghana for nyame, but there are some statements and sa gateway echo meki on radio. I want to clarify nyamabi. And one of those things are and omatam the foolish ones amongst us normally say, we support a party with our foolishness. Inti asamna bana, I was say, yeah, blunt to speak on it. You know, they want to confuse some people in Ghana. Before I start the calculation, but some can be bitch Ghana for amutime. Ghana, two parties that will rule Ghana till Ghana collapses. Me say, it is only the NPP and the NDC that will rule Ghana till Nyankopon Beba abeshi Ghana. No party, nobody can come up with another party that can make any difference in our politics. People can form parties and get 1 or 2 seats in parliament. That's fine. But the majority of our seats and majority of your politics decision, no, it is going to come from the NPP or the NDC. Obian to me contest side and memo be for bibimbe 2 trim. And the second thing I want to say is politicians are not the same. It will take a damn fool to use that as an excuse to protect a bad government. Me say that statement of politicians are the same, no? It will only come from a fool who wants to protect or defend a sinking incompetent government. And these are statements that some of the people in Ghana, especially people like this boy, this guy, so this gay guy, I don't even know where he belongs. This guy, that is what they are using now, because after they cooked Ekufuado, took money, used their tribal bigotry to sell lies to the people, though, they are reversing. They are now trying to make it look like, say, all politicians are the same. Politicians are not the same. That's why some politicians, every statement you make, their name comes in. Kwame Nkrumah Dimba, every Ghana history you speak on. Politicians be so timid to be in a bad way. There are two kinds of politicians: the bad ones and the good ones, the foolish ones and the smarter ones, the non-thinkers and the thinkers, the idiots and the smart ones. So never say that politicians are the same. We don't have a one-party state. It's a country where we have two parties that have governed till date, and they have left behind evidence that we can analyze, assess, and say where ye bibi and where ye bibi. So it will only take a damn fool who will come out and say politicians are the same. They are never the same. Political parties are never the same. NDC is social democrats. Oba MPP omo party bia obi from say omo party bia. They only want their people to make money. And the NPP only looks at what we say a year they enrich themselves. They enrich a few. The NDC try to touch everybody. Now you can see it through policies and their records. And for anybody to sit on TV and in 2022, sit on radio to say all the political parties are the same, all because his party or his group of fools that he supported have failed, they are trying to brush everybody with just one brush to make it look like, say, all political parties, all politicians, every single individual who belongs to a political party thinks the same. It's never true. And the reason I'm addressing this guy, this confused soul, he's confused. Half of his body is a woman, and half is a man. He doesn't oye Ghana music head of Medusa. Ni tea snakes and ni sisi air fish. Onim dia ope. Now the reason why calculation I am talking on this is say when you take NDC, which is a social democrat, and a social democratic party. Now we say NPP. Omo capitalist. The reason why I don't want to use that word is because they are very cunning people. They are not just capitalists. There are people who call themselves capitalists, but they try to make it look like, they are democratic. They are not. And I every day avoid that word capitalist because they are more than capitalists. Omo believe in democracy. Now the reason why I am putting this head of Medusa, Ghana music head of Medusa in here, and I say, today I heard him make some statements on radio, on TV, and he was trying to put everything in one basket because he's disappointed in his fake lawyer president. He's disappointed in this tribal bigotry or didi nenima amanfono akronfono and the disappointing no. Before election 2008, this guy went out, and what did he do? These are some of the things he did. So this is Kobna. And sometimes, when these people come out and start to make it look like, say, they were dumb and that today they are wise, it funnies me. And then how many opportunity to speak on Ghana politics and how the country has been run down. They want it to look like, say, oh, no, me am kwasia for, and omani obiya bad. Now let's listen to Kobna today, speaking on Ghana politics and how he tries to position himself and how he tries to make everybody look like his foolish MPP full of dumb idiots who cannot, at the end of the day, pay normal nurses. NPP who are idiots. This particular MPP, they cannot even build one clinic. Let's listen to this same fool. I will say that because or play on the conscience of the ordinary Ghanaian, or try to understand why Nipebi were lied to vote for these liars. You cannot confuse anybody. Let's listen to this dumb idiot.
Pick somebody who works for the missing week with my little research. Pick somebody who works for Ghana. Obi ono so obe serve Ghana. Obe serve Ghana. National benefits. Yet you have your DSTV. Listen, such a poor country. Yet you have count the number of ministers we have. Count the number of government officials we have.
Free fuel.
They don't buy fuel. They are very insensitive. And they finish and go and check their salaries. They are paid even more than any other civil servant. They are very wicked people. Yeah. Honestly, because my research now, me and I discover no, they are heartless people. They are not patriotic.
And ka research yanka unkudi. No, I feel Samati saying here, just for political power. I feel Samati has here because come on, to receive all these things, you will kill for it. Yeah, I feel Samati has here. I'm ashamed, honestly. It's campaign song there.
My bra. Trust me, the candidate I campaigned for at the time, I had a lot of confidence in him.
A candidate being
our president.
Okay.
Yeah. I had a lot of confidence in him. Yeah. And Cynthia make us a party politics is our problem. As an individual, and what he has achieved as an individual, nothing should tell me say onye obi a obetimi a lead your mind dia ko baby aye nyina ye hwehwe. You get what I'm saying? But irrespective of who becomes the president, because of the kind of systems we have and the kind of party politics that you accepted as a citizenry, we will never see development. Yes, that's the problem.
Into your president from so.
There be your problem, Ghana problem now. And your president be from so.
Constitution
is our constitution, and the two parties who have led us in the last 30 years. Till we forget, in the last 30 years, it has been NDC and MPP. So, in 2024, I don't see how any of them want to convince somebody like me
to
after 30 years.
All right, so that is Kobna. And you saw the way he was trying to blame everybody because on only MPP, Edin Kwasi Asem, when we say Kufuado is dumb. Now listen, say analysis, or try to sound intelligent, even though he's dumb, no. He tried to blame who? He's saying that we should blame the system, and that he doesn't want to blame Kufuado, and that we should blame the constitution. Remember, Kufuado became president of the Republic of Ghana in 2016. Officially started work in 2017 January. Now, Kobna, since Kufuado be the president, with to Ghana now, he has been in Ghana time Kufuado be the president. You never seen there. Now, as a Ghanaian myself, Oka say what Kufuado had achieved Nana Onimno, he knew say Kufuado will not do this kind of politics, party politics, and that his life. Then I know he was talking about his professional life, and let's push it forward to his personal life. Now, what has Akufo-Addo achieved in his political life? It was bigger than John Mahama. Even in 2008, when John Atta-Mills was competing Akufo-Addo, and when Akufo-Addo won, Atta-Mills won, and it came to 2016, the question is, still, when he compared John Mahama political record to Akufo-Addo, DNDBM Obiaka says, still, I want to vote for Akufo-Addo. Now, Kobna Pessoa Kachire says, today, we cannot blame the president. We should blame all presidents. Let's move all the way back and see 30 years what they have done. Remember, the constitution Kobna is talking about his own damn president, Akufo-Addo, so-called lawyer. He knows the constitution. What does the constitution say when somebody steals from the people in a government position? It is clear. What does the constitution say when government officials involve themselves in corruption? The constitution makes it clear. What does the constitution say when you take the taxpayers' money to go build a cathedral that the people have not, at the end of the day, accepted in their budget that they are going to fund? What does the constitution say when your own electricity, some group of people come out, decide to sell it to themselves? What does the constitution say? The constitution explicitly states what should be done. Kobna has been in Ghana from 2016. Ever since there, he is sitting on radio saying he's not blaming the president who knows the constitution more than his gay ass. So it is important. So, but as I say, the analogy he's trying to put across, now he's making it party politics. It is not party politics. It is sheer wickedness from the person who is leading us. There is here and common person we say politician bia and kind of many idea. You cannot convince me say NDC any MPP. Remember, Kobna has traveled around Ghana, and today when you ask him on live TV, show me what the NPP has done to change the lives of the people. On to me point to one hospital to say Mimi Kurome Kurase, you see one hospital MPP in the he cannot tell you. But on the TV so said politicians are the same, political parties are the same. No, Kobna. Sa Jimmy we na mempese metino. Sa wonya politics don't talk about politics. Sa opese okate a slack for the president who is Damba. Don't try and make it look like so be Jimmy or Ghana. You Kobna, God being good, you are an artist. When I'm Ghana, you go every corner of this country. You see every single project in Ghana. You see how beneficial, how it is benefiting Ghanaians. You have seen the free SHS schools in Korano, Etima, NDC in the sea. You are aware of the hardship and Nipa come Ghana because of the incompetence of the finance minister. You have seen the raw corruption. Government officials are involved, the president involved, abuse of office by the president, using the office to even go after Canadian citizens. You Kobna. So you think everybody is a fool like you? This kind of language you people speak, this kind of foolish analogy you make on radio because your MPP has failed. Today in Ghana, busa say a better than Abrabona Kuye. Oba the United States of America, Oba UK, Obia resign because that person failed. Oba America, there's more corruption here. But at the end of the day, if you didn't say wow, but you say by a horn, if you did to be president, now I was expecting you from 2016 all the way to 2020. Government will release one song to speak on issues happening in government governance Ghana. You did not do it. What would Jimmy to them? And I open to borrow and I don't we. I did what it would near say Bonsamba. I bet now say politicians are the same. A damn now bone. Oh, what also? Why you say now when you say spark unyo banda on genti and kwasiake kana yo? You think you can come and confuse the young ones who want to make a decision, take decisions that will change the destiny of this nation and put it on the right track? When you monkwasi anyumbi na moto no be antwa montina them. But you cannot just come up or come out and come sit on radio and sound so unim nyansa chen obia. Me see unim nyansa chen obia. Say it as this. In 2008, 2016, we campaigned and spoke on the president how they are not delivering. Yet to come ha, o kobra Jimmy, ofa cycle so hu de oho. O train e pagina na di o man nim. Ridge Hospital or China a penny and a deal man anymore customer when see UGMC a nipa de dia so no kase mema ho kwan yet kroma me so ko Tamale Regional Hospital a nipa de dia nim ne kase mema ho kwan manesi oko Cape Coast Kotokraba Market nipa de dia nim ne kase mepese we si na bo nipa na oti kromo kwasiato o president no upie na hu cathedral a ye hwan na edi anim ade na mogimigimi sa free SHS then they see enkwanya aduane ndi free SHS they see schools go aye nyeye odo kwasi apenti wo na ho ese otwe a ode dukuru meka kire say you will not vote. If you don't vote, nobody cares. At the end of the day, you will carry on. You are at a hip life at the menopause. You don't know whether you are doing R&B or you are doing high life or you are doing sexy song or you are doing fornication. You don't even know where you belong. You yourself, you are confused about your sexuality. Inti kwasia tribal analysis foolishness na me the reason I do this is there are more vulnerable people in the system. Kwasia de na mo ye mo pese mo saye biem e na me twema mo. Ekufuor neteso send then Ekufuor ba na nkosi school 50,000 kan do kwasi eni my borrow wa penti pedu se ekoba no aba beto se Ekufuor no nyansa o de wa yere de tadi ni ntumi nya bi otwe ba wa beto say politicians are the same. Now politicians are the same no ekwan na akofa so free eye kaso hu interchange ehu auxiliary schools ne ekwan ne nsu ne no otwe na ye mogimi momenya analytic momenya honest. Let's speak to the issue say be ya obi bedi eso a obogo se nipa betuma criticize no. The guy wants to take credit for things he has not done. Now I don't know bia bibia empese mani pa credit. Now Ekufuor ono na nkehwe o career so as a musician and now ono te dem na mo no nkwase awi penti mu na ho a and now life mo ni bia mo kan ka man manager. If Ekufuor was your manager as a musician, would you allow him? And then amojimi sa mo na mo maya no tia mo no. There are young people down there, they want to listen to wisdom. MPP dia, NDC dia. You are talking about constitution. Me say, have we exhausted the constitution? Constitution have we exhausted it? A general constitution ma ya apply ya. Say your money juma. Catch them. Because you be in your position, but on your position, but TV so blame the constitution. Let's blame the constitution. Fine. United States of America. Busa who say endo edo to aban adwuma na wie sika na den na constitution ka and then na wose omoye omombra na ubedi okwase Ekufuor ne sa Charles Bisu mu ni akronfom wa ban mu oforiata ene nkwase ade ekoso no and then I want to come out and say these people we will use them to set an example. Yes, you were supposed to say, you know what, I'm disappointed, but let's use these people to set an example. Let us push them out of power, go after them. For anybody who is thinking of doing the same, no, will go back. You want it to look like so. So if we keep saying this, we keep putting all political parties and politicians in one basket, who is going to solve the problem? Because you are not a politician. I am not a politician. Whether we like it or not, politicians will have to govern. It's when on govern chrono. Moka to say your oncophobia, nyansa baby, Ghana mine. It is going to be NDC and PP, but it is us. We will make sure they do our job, and we have to push for the constitution to take effect. What's Yakwasi Tony pa 30,000 and the Ekufuor? Ya disenfranchised them. They didn't vote. When to make Chanyum? Why we need rough for say? Apim board there. Ashi Abidjan say, you are ashamed. Are you foolish? Time John Mahama called IMF. What didn't we say in Ghana? We were blaming John Mahama. Even the IMF, no near Mboso, you bought John Mahama Dian Sani about IMF. Kwasi Ato the president, what say Sikeni in IMF? No, you are going to say all politicians are the same. Who said a political party in Ghana today is perfect? But we will have to live with them. We will have to force them to do the right thing. Intima Obianko TV so radio think say the constitution, politicians are the same. And so Jimmy Obodam. If you want the change to be done, I am not a politician. You have reached your career menopause. You are not a politician. So who is supposed to make sure the thing works? Are the politicians? We need to insist. You are blaming constitution to do what? You are blaming constitution so that, and then I will be carving some kind of a room for Ekufuor to escape. You are not blaming Ekufuor. And so you have to Kromhano. Because you have to free SHS by Munyam said Ekufuor ayadio. Free SHS is saying you blame Ghana for you now. We should go back 30 years. Who cares about the past? Let's take action today. Let's make sure the people who stole from us, PDS, Ejapa, people who are trying to sell our royalties, people today who have mismanaged the economy, COVID-19 expenditure, Kwasiato, Otigana said we should go back 30 years. 30 years, let's deal with what we are having today. Let's deal with what's on the table today. The constitution. You kobna. DNA constitution ma enye juma. Kobna. What pentu now say the oya pentawo eya twapiase me say constitution no DNA wo ma enye juma. We need to enforce it. We need to activate the constitution. We need to make sure we speak out. Send by your bit position or a judge or a lawyer. Assemble that anymore. Say when our power and I say when any power. This is what the law says. I don't know what Jim say. 50 years. Who did the small jantra for small boys? Ojin said this will help your career. This will help the Ghana music industry. Akufo-Addo be the president. Ewa Ghana. What has his government done for the music industry? Nothing. Munya wadane jantra for. Enkwara na money omo da. Mago TikTok na be fake accounts. And I'm about my him which for DJ Quency Didi. Wabetana said we should go back 20 years, 30 years. You are foolish, my friend. Next time, you be my krituma. Yeah, Jimmy be a missing for more. Yeah, if you don't like me, me busi and Fuankasa. I'm pemasem and no munina bedomi. And I know. I will not come and sit here and say you don't like me, so I'm worried. I will tell you what I have to tell you. Let's sit down and do acknowledging. No, like I said, politicians are the same. Now, like I said, politicians are the same. There are no hospitals here. There are no roads here. Obia 2 parties. Obia to me see hospital. 2 parties. Obia to me make any impact in the lives of the people. Oko Ekrobia my hospital. Oko Abridge no. Oko and so now for you to us. Now, pick parties. No, tell me what the 2 parties have done. Hey, you the years to grab the president. You been akronfo. The people he work with, you cannot tell me that will be a perfect government, but we need to speak today and use people as scapegoats to change some people thinking they want to do that. It okay say no, we are a musician. You are not a cook. So I know that is what you do. I'm a journalist. I am not a fisherman. There is a fisherman. There is a politician. The country will be governed by a politician, whether we like it or not. And we have only 2 parties. So we need to force them to do what we want. Pick the constitution and tell Ghanaians, when no constitution, it is not good. I'm not saying we should not look into the constitution and some of the things that need amendments have to be done. But our problems, 99% of our problems, it is not in the constitution. It is because we are hypocrites to address the issues. Say so to me, you bold and honest. I can't be a tear. Now, can I come betina raise the say you don't be. John Mahama nye Yesu Christo. And NDC nye Yesu Christo abain. MPP nye Yesu Christo abain. And so me di mienu wetu to ho a. Maminyi Mahama na minyi eye Akufo-Addo. Akufo-Addo nyini cha Mahama. Akufo-Addo ba politics bija Mahama. Mahama be DND, obedi president 3 years. Wotuma ye we. Akufo-Addo do we. Na fe o me hu se ye pe obi mana be di MPP na NDC ma na ye hwesta qualities we bi. Obetra kan tra because o ma small boy bi na nkoda into wonti ase. Into de wedja. Utu abie into enibra ba wo bodam. Dam na wo bo. Nipa no mutifie no mo kire mo no o njimi bie mo motete nkran ho nkwase ade na ye mo motete nkran ho na motete radio so na mo keka nkwase akeka ko inside na go hwede asi o de okeka mbo rewie chi se eku a otetwa piase a o yin se wiase nyina ne nkran. Go out there and see the pressure and the hardship. Jaisa Jimmy Kasa no, don't say that again. Don't ever. Yatu krom ha na moto na Akufo-Addo na Akufo-Addo be the president. Nkwasi adikiti obi aba na mo bona baso odi nkwasi asema na mu nyina politicians are the same uni and they the same. Let's move forward. You're still doing calculation and today we didn't want to spend too much time on calculation. Okay, so let's do this. I'll be right back after the short break.
Mr. Nana da ka taba wumi ya NPP su muka zaba. Kudu
All right, you're still watching with all respect extended version. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. It's exactly 5-6 p.m. US East Coast time is definitely 9-6 in Ghana. It's time for the social media segment. Let me start with this story, and it's got to do with Alan Kojo Kyerematen. Alan Kyerematen said, IMF bailout, we shall surely bounce back. You and who? Alan Kojo Kyerematen said, IMF issue na abano, they will surely bounce back. You bounce back with who? Bounce back to do what? With what? From what? You need to understand the say. Politicians now more Ghana no. Sebio, omunyanjini the same. Some are smart, some are just party boys, some are just career politicians who cannot put aside more affiliation to party and speak to the issues. Alan Kyerematen da whole party communication job and grassroots ejuma. You and who will bounce back? Yeah, the Commander Sugar Factory show in same 6 years. Kojo Alan Kyerematen. Commander Sugar Factory 6 years near show unsa. And only the only presidential candidate. Yama just one task. Complete and be president. One task. Just complete this and be president. And you have not been able to accomplish that. Now, my mention my dear Emma Alan Kyerematen because he has failed. Me, I'm somebody who respects him a lot. I was so excited to see Alan say he wanted to be president, but gradually Alan is making me know, sir, party no DHC on a presidential material. He's a nice man, a humble man who respects everybody he meets, but that heart and brains to lead, he does not have it. Bawumia de Menkana say one day inside a trash bin. On there, you cannot even compare Bawumia to Alan. And if I'm telling you, Alan does not have anything that takes to lead a country, Bawumia don't define him. It's undefinable. Now, see what happened in Parliament today. Now you can compare Alan Kojo Kyerematen, Ejuma Ediamano, just one job for the Commander Sugar Factory, get it to work. 10 years kwasiampenyi be the free bolle bamboy, yendua ahwede wo the krom. John Mahama krom yendua ahwede, they don't grow sugarcane. John Mahama krom yenya ahwede fuo. 10 years kwasiampenyi ne bank kan ka asem ye 10 years ye di matem ma kofa confirm minim ho hwe yase Bas Brandon enso me se me ba besi ya de sugarcane factory sugar factory enti baby o see sugar factory this year no asase bi e ban ni bia etumi utumi dia sugar ho sugarcane ho. And so interesting. Like baby a Commander Sugar Factory sino. Asasi be around the whole you can plant sugarcane and it's going to grow. So basically, Commander Sugar Factory has been planted in a field where it's basically like planting sugar, like the John Mahama planted sugar factory on the sugar land. Because asasi bi around central region asin ohonum nyina baby a wodi ahwede ebehye bia no ahwede ebefi. So Joma MPP can say Alan Kojo Kyerematen ye de so nim nyansa kakra che nkofo gwasiafo we die enye kura ntise payday infie ni wabetena ka say we will bounce back. Now see this. And remember, Commander Sugar Factory, if it was put to work, Alan Kojo Kyerematen MPP, Emani Ejuma, Anka direct and indirect job. We are talking something around 7,000 to 8,000 Ghanaians. They be Ejuma 7,000 to 8,000. Direct and indirect. And can be 7,000 to 8,000 and the Benye Jumaye. Sanka Alan Kojo Kyerematen to me, and make 2017. Commander Sugar Factory was working at Anka NPP to me the Nipa almost be 7,000 to 8,000 people. Only a kind of workforce on. Ninyina Alan Kojo Kyerematen could not do this. And the planting for food and jobs, calculation for animals and monkeys, ants and antelopes, banchi for ingrate and stupid foods. Terms still Commander Sugar Factory is not operational. Now I'm sure they see Parliament today. And then they see your Parliament and then they say MPP are buying the 4 companies under one district, one factory. I say anything, almost say Sa factories ni here tax exemption. Now brofonika kraka nyina ne say almost say company nan bi a omoda eye one district one factory ase no eye NPP a ban say yema omo tax holiday. My more muntia taxes. Some amount of money. Adentra sa 4 companies no. Omo ba be juma ayeden amagana for nya honfa so. They are companies we have thousands of the same companies in Ghana. And I'm telling the Speaker of Parliament, Speaker, sometimes some of the things you do there, we have not been to your level before, but we can see the lines in there. We can see all that you are trying to do. Some of the play now I'm active, it makes us laugh. Speaker, you knew for a fact, or you know for a fact, that this nonsense, the next time you sit, you pass it. So that thing you were doing today and saying you have no knowledge about what is happening, NPP for 4 companies before. So, in the middle of IMF, in the middle of Ghana for pesikano, for companies be able say, 4 companies, more tax exemption, more muntiatwo. Now, abna koko. Enya abena kuku yao dabio abena kuku na otema kola no ekue chana ono ti kumasi dwom na and the yegin e-levy yegin yegin street light tax yegin COVID-19 tax yedi appear no so no only their own tax no more na sa companies we they fall under one district one faculty may more muntia tax bia ye twato no ye ntungu na omfom nko adentra ye say ebi be create 700 jobs ebi be create 600 jobs ebi be create 500 jobs. So 4 companies who come in Boma at the end of the day they cannot create more than 2,000 jobs. And so the tax exemption yeah they must have companies he say omo muntia taxes no monko 1D 1F. The reason why I'm saying this and say wo ye calculation ye pa na o share companies 4 we any tax exemption almost say emfa mo a obusa ho say na sankofo ya omudi Ghana enimi MPP 4 we omubu Ghana for. Now these 4 companies are already report na motion na NPP 4 led by Kweku Kwatin Obuasi West MP we Jimmy me hu bi da. Ono ko Obuasi ko hwe street light ba ko pe no de esi wo since so obedi MP almost 8 years di onye ade papa bia Obuasi adanse. Ono ne kwasi atenkran say a companies 4B almost under 1D 1F it is our companies no ye mom tax exemption in millions of dollars. My mom tax abra ejumedi sa companies need no the same jumedi no your thousands of companies are omudi sa jumedi na bi pepepe. It what will make the Speaker of Parliament because say monkonko dwene hu ye na monsan fambra unless the Speaker of Parliament is in this. He knows about this. He has been paid behind the scenes to make sure say these 4 companies get that money. Because Alban Bagbe, from your experience, I know no, you will not even allow this because we are in the middle of a crisis. Where on earth would you say you go to UK and say there are some 4 companies nipa 700, nipa 800, nipa 900, less than 2,000 jobs. We should give them this huge amount of tax holiday. In the middle, we are even struggling to raise money to pay teachers. We are struggling to raise money, revenue to pay nurses. We are on a brink whereby TUC, Trade Union Congress, will be hitting the streets because the government is not fulfilling a promise or a mandatory. And the whole Speaker of Parliament, you have been through the mill. You sit there and you say, let us go. You people should take it back and go look at it well and bring it back. Now, these 4 companies, are they going to provide some extraordinary employment difference in our history? Tema omokasa or Parliament 4 companies say ejuma before Ghana edu nipa 2,000. Commander Sugar Factory is going to employ over 6,000 people. And so MPP are buying in conjunction and in collaboration with the Speaker of Parliament. They do things behind the scenes, including the minority leaders. They came to let us still say Jimmy at this moment who gives tax break, who gives tax exemption. Where on earth? Actually, with Jimmy. Why are you giving tax exemption? Now we are talking about the amount we are talking about. We are talking about 4 companies. Now, the 4 companies, Yabema Bako, $11.4 million tax exemption. ontua tax of over $11 million. It is our tax na yearman exemption on machinery, equipment, and raw materials. Yes, all the machines be equipment be by raw materials be. And the funny thing is, majority of these companies, 4 companies, they are owned by foreigners. And no more partner Ghana companies. Into $11.4 million dollars, American dollars, more muntia tax or move on film. Under this case, under this crisis. Nurse forsu, teacher forsu, obiakano. Yet to me, because the disrespect from NPP, the kukwati kwa siampenyi, or no boasno, what we say Jimmy for being a good intra, or Benjamin Parliament say we should give these people tax exemption of $11 million and over. Now, our company a DNA, Omode Babeka Ghana economy at this point. Now, 11 million way tax exemption, they must have company say, oh, just 11 million. No. Company need to be 1,000 credit more. They are talking about, after that, they will try and employ about 600 people. Commander Sugar Factory, yeah, the $10 million special, over 7,000 people get direct and indirect jobs. The next company, yeah, man, $8 million. Tax exemption on momuntia tax adentra you say that $8 million the machinery, equipment, and raw materials. Like I just get, and these companies are all existing companies under one district, one factory. As we speak, currently none of these companies have employed over 1,000 people in Ghana. As we speak, these 4 companies, none of them have been able to employ 1,000 people at a time. They haven't, and they have competitors, struggling young companies who are system. When they get the opportunity, they will do better than these people. But abandoning MPP for, because you have to understand this tax exemption. These companies, it will go to the NPP. Some people today in MPP government, because also per tax exemption of $10 million, 11 million and over. Obaka just okay, and they $7 million, now $4 million they're fat. So basically, they are creating money for themselves, and the speaker and the people in parliament, especially the majority, Now, the next company is taking $1.7 million machinery, equipment, and raw. Just like machinery, equipment, and raw materials. The other one too is taking $1.3 million. Now, when you ask yourself, yes, a company could be B5 Plus Limited, and what do? The committee observed that B5 Plus Limited is one of the leading companies in the country that produces iron and steel for West Africa, African sub-region. The company is undertaking an expansion project valued at $369 million. The project would be executed in 3 phases involving a number of civil works as well as installation of plant and machinery. This steel company, to be very fair with you, it's somebody's company, and they are equally competitive companies are, and yet the same thing. So giving these people this amount of money as tax haven, tax exemption, this money, steel companies, they can't also come out and say they need help. Every single company in Ghana needs help. So why do we say this particular company, B5 Plus, a year tax exemption of almost $12 million on the equipment, and the funny thing is, almost say setting up another company. So it's an existing company. You busam 30% on my 600. The new one they said they are going to set up. No, ubusam 70% so and they do more than 600. So what are we doing? $11 million can keep a Commander Sugar Factory running right now. But you know what? A business. The NPP government, led by Kuku Kwating of Boaso West MP, say $11 million. B5 will pay about $8 million to him, to MPP by to Foriata. And the speaker, from his experience, he knows what is happening. Now, the next, to say, who really had a time? The next company is what? Ferro Fabric Limited. Almost tax. The committee observed that Ferro Fabric is also into the production of iron and steel. With an installed production capacity of 150,000 metric tons for finished steel annually, the company intends to issue an initial public offer, IPO, for Ghanaians to buy shares after operating successfully for 10 years. years after 1D1F. The committee further observed that the company is undertaking a new project to be sited at the Tema Free Zone Enclave in the Greater Accra region and Kumasi Industrial Area in Kumasi. Kasi Industrial Area. The new project is designed to construct an integrated steel plant to produce a cross-section of iron and steel products. The cost of the project or plant is estimated at $60 million, which is proposed to be financed through equity by the shareholders. The committee observed that Ferro Fabrics project is viable and therefore there is the need to grant the company request for the waiver of taxes and duties under the 1D1F program to enable the company implement its project. And the funny thing is, the company belongs to a foreigner. They might have Ghanaian partners, but to take such an amount, do you know the number of businesses in Ghana, this tax waiver, they need it? A day extraordinary thing now is about these companies and then when we try to put that into Commander Sugar Factory. So let's say Commander Sugar Factory, Yakonya, a foreign company, and we tell the foreign company that, you know what, we don't have money to pay you. We want to give you 100% tax waiver. Bring everything you can bring to expand Commander Sugar Factory to be able to employ 20,000 people. All that you need to do is you are going to run the company for the next 5 years. Take your money. We are giving you this tax waiver. You get some intelligent companies saying, yeah, we will do it. But because they want to take the money directly now, they are saying under one district, one factory. And all these companies were not started from scratch by this government. These were existing companies, meaning they had made their monies. They had made their profits. They have not even been able to employ over 1,000 people. So why should we now, at this juncture where we are struggling, IMF is looking into our books, we cannot pay nurses, we cannot pay teachers, we cannot pay anybody. We are going to give somebody this amount of money, 60 million, 11 million, $8 million. The other company is Everpure Company Limited, Everpure. Almost $2 million tax waivers. And what the committee observed that Everpure Company packages sachet and bottled water. So we are giving them close to $2 million tax waiver. They do water, sachet water, and then bottled water. But do you know the number of people who need just 50,000 Ghana cedis to make sure say their water company, me say MPP are buying way. And then Alan say he should not get people pissed off. And Alan Kojo Chamanti knows about all these things. Tax waiver near the cabinet knows. He sat there. A pure water company going to get almost $2 million on their taxes. So when you do the maths, what you have to know is that they also say such tax waiver these companies, some of machines be on the bar, they have struck a deal with the finance ministry, with the government, with the president. And I'm on the question pay Miami MP or West MP on to be and I'm say more tax waivers, nurses a cost strike, teachers a cost strike. Now what is going to happen is these monies they are quoting, 70% of the money is for the government. So they will tell them, say $80 million now, and now $11 million now untia in taxes, pay the government physical $7 million, and then $4 million there you go through because you say $11 million. Yes, also the $2 million. Give us a year $1.5 million, 500,000 go through because at the end of the day, what do you lose? You are not paying a dime. You are not even paying the full cost. And now you see and will be because MPP are buying way. If you're a journalist today now to internet TV, so can say yam pamo free parliament, yam pamo free a year abemuma. NDC mra now we are kwasia na MPP kwa hwaneba, NDC kwa hwaneba. So we should get serious here. For Alan Chamanti say we will bounce back. Sikane kutawi, sikane dahui. You, Alan Chamanti, you were a waste of a year politics. Okay, I want to say a year Kobra to be say politicians are the same. Alan Chamanti, we are part of it. Commander Sugar Factory, we need less than $20 million. We are giving people tax waivers in this. Now IMF Grand Promoter has almost mujimiana. And the funny thing is, Commander Sugar Factory no must sikeni omo de be no. On be the ahwe making sure say funny pano. Commander Sugar Factory needs less than $20 million to be effective. Inti koyane baye. Na nipa na the Commander Sugar Factory share and say make sure it works no or what you bounce back. And you are telling me say I should sit here and say Alan Kyerematen should be president. Adwene be na be the president no. You have no brains to lead. Now see, upon all these tax waivers, there were nurse for Ghana and that you be decrying. Into one tax breaks from the man call for. Find free. Nurse for mu pay juma yen for mo juma yen post your more taxes say they are 2 years so no. They are feeling the same taxes. Young nurses, young graduates, you did tax when you be so light taxes, COVID taxes. These people are going through, they don't have income. Hospitals today is so fully operational. So don't you feel the pain of ordinary Ghanaians? These are nurses today. If you put them to work, you negotiate with them, they will understand. But in Kwasiafo to Parliament, I buy Kwasiafo, buying we say, young command for tax waiver, pure water company, $2 million. And this is a young nurse who, at the end of the day, is just begging a government that just employ us. And the moment nipa adane mwa ewo Ghana because in Kwasiafo bi ne die so. Just watch this.
And say on position Minister of Finance, Minister of Health. Sanko for me and say, "Won't come bom no mun post." Say, "You be burden. Ye nye juma o si obi skande. O chira ko sira. O si wa brew. O hu ko grandpa on pick it. Yes, omo aye. Ebinum ye de bosia na ko school. Ebinum ye wo ma. Aye na ye jo mo ma. Na ye nye juma yi. E betima ye ma. E betima ye dey. Say tete hey. Ye frefie obey a school as all this come out because so near Juma. The one in there is also about my opinion. So, and I was say, or Chawa say, what by your bed? It means semi got to the good from Nana, is so wild. Oh, me about that, my to be for your into the paso, sir. You're the near to the paso, the party, Ramo. Says a Juma, Utifia, sir. All the publication called private hospital cry. Yes, see a family, who posting by Mubejai. Until young fire. And you're sorry, Titifie. Yes, I said them to say, Sabio, Amaria Fona, Yawari, and the good them. Yanya Juma. Nana Mako won't talk was, sir.
Wakuna na won't talk was, sir. And you see these things and you think it's funny. And these same things have been in Sri Lanka. And these are Ghanaians. They are more terrible stories than this. Or two okasa otieti eminasini were defending an eku for the sa bedroom ne. Also we din kwasiade, wa yam kwasiade. Who defending the saying? Me say abana yeto no Ghana sesia no. E was say we politics ebe benefit o. Men yan kwasia politics say because you see nursing allowance. Me say we o nurse adwuma na ehi na obenya adwuma ye. Hospitals wo. And then also dwene ho. And you see the problem. And we're just 1 out of 1 million. And so Sebio, there are nurses like this, there are graduates like this, and they are a demonstration, peaceful one. So I'm going to join you because there be a MPP for Kwasiafo. With all due respect to this lady. But your nurses, the teachers, be able to say MPP for, NABCO for MPP for, and Kwasiafo, get out and demonstrate for the world to know, say you have a damn president, you know. I say one more obi kwani say ni na kwasia ochina yamefa wejuma. Obi nko na numbers ni nya ketwa na kwasia mpanyi bi damn pare na kwasiafo ni bi metutuo mo obi na ochina yamefa wo na nko ya adwuma obebre. Ya ka bi a kire mo for more what's the message in for more what's it saying? For more to do more. And what's it saying? What's the message in there? Obi ka for more to do more. Obi say, I want to streamline this. I want to change this. I want to make sure you get a job. I want to. Obi catch road the meye. Ose kwasie bi say for more. What is four more saying? You can say 4 more to do more. What is the what you are saying? What you are saying? It does not. And English teachers are moha. When somebody walks to you and say 4 more to do what? And they so mu yenya sante for do no and you say 4 more to do more and yenya so Ghana for bi na ye Jimmy more no 4 more ya ko school so ye yankwasiafo ye nim nyansa 4 more to do more as saying. When you're a whole vice president who has been the first lady to be a chancellor at a university, or a deputy to John Mahama Kachel say, Jenny started the blueprint of free SHS, basic education. We wanted to roll it slowly, comprehensively. We wanted to make sure, say, a year progressively, no, a year in a way where Obiabe come and watoro and they do an impony schools that this is war. The only one to me yet. Now to work school, also your graduates 4 more to be DHA. Oh yeah, boah. Anything there today, people are struggling. Yeah, Jimmy, we don't ask questions. We don't ask people what you are saying. What does it mean? Now see this. Sorry. Now, angry teachers walk out of meeting on their collar, accuse government of betraying their trust. But say, there's one thing I've noticed. Ekufuado Abanwe, 90% of people who have been given power, ministers, MPs, they don't have that brains. What is stopping the president? It's not just speaking. It's not just coming to on TV and some fake accent you don't even know where it's from. For you to say, I've cut my salary 30% until everybody should. No, it does not work like that. You are a president we know who lies about everything. You are a president we know your lifestyle, the disrespect from day one to lawyers, to teachers, to nurses, to every civil servant. We have seen it. It is a democrats are buying on what children munisika mo dini nya dia din kwasiasem e magabi mo wie sika ni nyina kogu UK and it's Seychelles ni ade. What you do is show some respect. You the president, you lead this conversation. You personally lead this conversation. You don't bring just the leadership of the TUC or the teacher union. You lead it in a hall. You sit in front of a table. You tell the teachers all to fill that hall. You will be there. Take questions and answer them. Let them feel you feel for them. In Kwasiafo to Jubilee House, they think, say, send some fools and go and negotiate. Teacher for them, the number one Jimmy yo. Ebia Jimmy, Banyamu Jimmy. Don't think, say, you will send some riffraff to go and meet them in a room and say, let us make this work. It does not work like that. It has crossed that level whereby some were too foolish to understand, say, you people were using them. So, Samia Kufuadwa, I will come and say, you know what? All the teacher groups, all the trade union groups or whatever, meet me at the Accra Conference Center. Meet me. I'm the president. Meet me. Let's talk. Ask me your questions. I'll bring the sector ministers with me. I will sit there. You can direct the questions to me. The ones I cannot answer that I don't have knowledge about, I will tell somebody to answer. Let me tell you what I can do. What you meet me. No respect. So you show some kind of sympathy and respect for people's feelings. Leadership. Those things are important. You learn these small things. But it's about managing human feelings, managing how their emotions. As we speak now, they are pissed off. Now, what do you do as the leader? You send some foolish person to go and meet them. They don't respect that person. So I don't know what you do is you quickly step in. Make the problem your problem. Let them know you feel for them. Meet them in person and answer questions. In kwasiade arrogance. Today, teachers walk out of the negotiations because even the language from these people to the teachers is stupid. But it's so because now President Kwababa said, I've cut my salary 30%. Do they care? You have cut your salary 30%. What shows say you have even cut your salary 30%? You're a liar. You were a thief. We were here when we were struggling. You were flying private jets. You are coming to tell me you've cut your salary. Now 30%, what will it do to you? The amount of money you spent on one trip on a private jet, That money is like 25,000 of your 30% salary. So why is that an extraordinary thing that a teacher who cannot afford a square meal a day for their kid will follow you and say, I have stopped the demonstration? Actually, we are president. You don't know how to manage people. You don't have that managerial skill to lead. He has no leadership quality. This guy is a drug addict. This guy only Nyansebi didn't pay him. And they also some kwasiafoso and the politicians are the same. They say Ken Ofori-Atta is the one who met the teachers today. Who cares about Ken Ofori-Atta? Do you think a teacher will look at Ken Ofori-Atta and say, oh, let us the cola, we don't want it again? Ken Ofori-Atta has spoken. The Ken Ofori-Atta has shown disrespect to every civil servant in Ghana. Ken Ofori-Atta, his body language, civil servant, the disrespect he will show you. Ken Ofori-Atta is the same person who has mismanaged the economy. Ken Ofori-Atta is the same person we were asking, how much have you spent on COVID? He has not answered us and given us documents to follow. He is coming to negotiate with teachers. Now, Ken Ofori-Atta, can he even negotiate stuff with his wife? Ken Ofori-Atta walking there, is he able to negotiate anything with his wife? And you are telling him, you are the leader, you are the president, Jimino. Get down to the people's level and speak to them like human beings. Power now to spa. You are above teachers, above civil servants. Now we are no Jay-Z concert as Jay-Z. Mellow yourself, Adole, and come meet the teachers. Arrogance. Debia utikondo ya doko Jay-Z concert aso Accra Sports Stadium na ya amfa konwa nka ho obehu Jay-Z udebia peje obeti mellow yourself, maintain your level. Ghana for catch monte. There are thousands of these people on sitting at home join a demonstration peacefully. Let the numbers speak for you. Mode bukwasiya tifie say ye de ye obi na enko ye ne mbon ye ntomo ba ne mpai ni kwasiya to na wo kyerɛ nko fa wadwuma. Now, dear the president and our government and the pressure to think you are serious. Yeah, dear, omo street boys, omo nkwasiafo, omo NDC for na NDC for Nigeria no mu free. Mo Jimmy na mama radio for nkwasiafo we Jimmy mo say demonstration by NDC for na NDC for mo nya Ghana for. NDC for mo ntua tax. NDC for omo si hospital ma unko mo ya kwasia. Na egufo ado early demonstration there no mo free heaven. Mama sa radio for nkwasiafo radio asempa obi oman hene for adomo kwasiampa yi se ko hwe o Jimmy no ho egufo ado afọ adwuma. His life depends on this government, Paul Adomotri. His whole life, his manhood, everything depends on this government. Into Wakachra will say he is there to defend Roth. On one case, he's a candidate for jail. Or no, Paul, no, he has stolen from a taxpayer. Why do you think he will not defend a criminal? So every time I sit here and say Ghana for Amako school, mo Jimmy Krampochi Sebio, or my so Omunko school dano, mo Amako school Krampochi, mo Jimmy Dodo. You cannot sit down and analyze things passionately with knowing the facts. Analyzing with common sense. The bia obi sorry no kasa o Ghana o NDC ni na nkwasiafo e muntie me NDC for omo free Burkina nkwasiafo e muntie me so obi sorry no kasa against the high cost of fuel or kasa against unemployment rate or kasa against corruption na kasa MPP NDC ni o kwasia na NDC no free Nigeria kwasia NDC ni kasa na se yema petrol boaba forma ono nkwa na beto petrol mo ye moa na de bia kasa chirema muntie ebi mo Jimmy. Now this story is quite an interesting story. I'll be right back after this short break.
Mr. Nana da ka taba wumi ya NPP su muka zaba. Kukudu, rado. Mr. Nana da ka
cha me tetafo na me buy me baton fish ewo asafo market ya me be one wo hwe me da bia no pa me so dia wo ye tiama me awia ne ama me eto afufu awime so ne asebo me efiri se dum so ba me ba no fish adaka duasa ne akoto agu kwa eti na me ba no wonya sika ma me na me de adidi efira no pa me ba ha me ni di yo eno ani bodo se hwan ana bedu ha no mato bi die me ba nya sika ma me wo boss ante se de adwuma no nya dum so yi abro wa de me na ye nyira firi dum so me ti asi me de me sum ho de mu ya ansa me da fom birim mama adai adia ni aye maya wa abro wa ti wo ma me won te se me a mama mi huna ma ni sei me tell me the demonstration and me kon ma kwa kama sam so akire mama no hu me mabo na dum se wonya na me be ti me tan fish wonya sika matari ane adi ana ma ba bibia ne be se NDC fo na sisei MPP fo sisei na ndi wo mama MPP fo no ne se ne kura nyina ya MPP de wa mo beka ana nkrofo yode ya ne kura nyina MPP me bati yesi baby di etobo engomodi anu makobu agu ni pa kura mubugu ya wade wa aboa what wona ne dai obi agu agu wonya demonstration bibi a musi MPP fo na ye se ne ye woni pa wo mo woni pa che mudi a ene ya fe mu nsore so ndi mama se wontimi a wonya bone eno ase me na me ka ye so me boa no wonya amade obetimi betena ho no wohwe na
mama okay ekuecha asantimemu demonstration Mahamadin ba ansa demonstration aba and okwe demonstration we NDC ni o bodam demonstration or say demonstration nyina ya Mahama because Mahama na leader dum so was na Mahama na leader na on din ya boy 10 ya bo nti mayembo Mahamadin first ansa na about demonstration no and okoka se Kufuor de demonstration enye Kufuor politicians na pe wa bodam abrewa be ifoi obo o say Mahama enti na opi abontene no o blame the leader wasi atowa ko school kakra dem say blame politicians, blame all NDC NPP. Why should we do that? Mama blame Nana, blame Kufuor, blame Bawumia, blame Alankash, blame the NPP and no benya results. Now let's still do the social media segment. Now see the story then it says Supreme Court adjourns Kwache Anajachi Kweson's case indefinitely. Now, Mwamuni Masen North MP Way Asama Bedu Supreme Court. They are challenging his eligibility, contesting that seat. Almost say when declaring maybe rightfully and make the background near the day. And ya chisa MP Way Asasa for a solid almost 2 years now. Now, Supreme Court now also mutnasi. Na omoka asem we mani free hono. Supreme Court say omo postponing asem no indefinitely. Na o de ba eye twi kasema Supreme Court na nka o say omo kire eye MP we bobre say obetima koso aye MP na say ni so holding ho as MP na say seat no yen declared vacant na yen say Supreme Court ne say asem no mu aye no omo ni mada omo bedi nti asem fa na omo de omo tumi my date. Omo tumi emma ye say ochena ana ochenechi ana 2 years time omo say asem no mo tu asheda until say Yesu Kristo beba we ye Ghana na ye team no this is the Ghana Supreme Court no ende no omo tu asem na asheda. Now let me tell you something. The Supreme Court, you have to understand say a Chief Justice Eniniaboa on an office ankasa a Jubilee House. Now every move the Supreme Court makes, they take a year directions from the Jubilee House, especially political cases. It is a Supreme Court Bekacho say a year case we no indefinitely it is because the NPP knows Kufuor the executive they know say Sir NDC 37 now omni MPP fight for in parliament. They will need it very soon. They will need to shorten the NDC that 37 no. And for now no, it will be too quick to do that. They will need that very soon. Into Omakacha Supreme Court to say, don't put the judgment out. Don't, in fact, end this case. Let it hang. Now, there's something the NDC needs to understand. Every MP in parliament today, or what parliament say NDC in parliament, they are sustaining the NDC party in opposition today. And they are making the NDC relevant in parliament today. Now, after election 2020, about 3 MPs, they don't go to court. I think so one lady in the voter or something, she was able to go through. And technically, as we speak, there are 2 MPs on the NDC side. The NPP want to do everything possible and take that seat from them through the court. Now, we just our seats now saying 135 to 137. Now, since Kwesi started his case, I have seen NDC for interest. And I've seen a lot of them come on TV, come on social media,